keep forgetting to fix that,
Easy.
but it's quite humorous, so I don't want to. There's a sound that plays when I start up the stream that's just fun.
Well, sound is good, so...
Question is,
Muting
can
that.
you hear yourself?
Yep.
Awesome! Well, everybody, welcome to the stream. This is Fists of Furry D&D group, and we are going to get started, well, whenever Rika is ready and gives us a recap of last time. And take us out! Did Rika go AFK?
No, but Rika is muted. There we go.
Alright, so... last time, on Fists of Furry, the group made it to Mermaster, found out that the city of Elmwood was actually under attack, and somebody just left. Tato! Stop leaving!
Do that.
Alright. You had learned from Zola Culkin that the town of Elmwood, nearby, had basically been burned to the ground. Your next mission is to find some poor girl who's currently stuck at a local hospital under guard, whom you have found out works for a local mafioso known as the Hawks. So, we're going to pick up the next morning as you are in the local inn and tavern, and your appointed duty right now is to locate the hospice known as the House of Suffering, and to what's that bitch's name? Oh, well, it'll come up. And to find the female that Zora Culkin's been looking for. So, the day has dawned. The group is slowly waking up. Who is doing what?
Food!
Food.
Copycat.
We eat our breakfast.
Fine. Backfist.
Breakfast!
Hero is sleeping this day away.
Zale will probably wander back into the inn around 9 in the morning.
Okay.
Is anybody else up that early, or can he get back to his room unmolested?
That could
As
be
it
taken
stands-
so wrong.
Well, considering the group, it could go either way, really. Nim and Tato, as well as Elysian, have already said that they're heading down for food. So you'd meet them in the actual dining area.
Okay.
What usually counts for breakfast in a place like this?
Considering the Society of Mermaster, you're going to be... it's typically like sharp cheese, bread. That's kind of the standard for any meal. There are soft-boiled eggs,
Ooh, I can go for some eggs.
as well as different cuts of meat.
Eggs!
Eggs and meat.
Did you die, or...
No, I'm just a seal.
Oh, just a seal.
Because I heard eggs.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah. What, you don't know what that's from?
No.
Ah, man.
Rika, I have sent you a useful tool.
Here, I'll have to link this on the stream. There you go. Oh, deleted link. Okay.
Send me the link and I will post it. Death Reaper, the DM is Rika.
Hello.
The purple
Thing.
dog thing?
Wolf, thank you. It is Wolfkin.
Aren't you
Rude.
the one who tore into poor Zale for calling you a dog?
There's plenty of evidence to support me being a wolf.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly obvious right from the get-go. You could just be a big dog, I don't know.
I have
Yeah,
to
you could
disagree
be a
with
saber-toothed.
He's a
but I'm
cat.
also
Fuck.
a wolf, so...
I don't know.
Did you just say a saber-tooth sock?
No, I said fuck. I don't know.
Oh. I was about to start working on a creature called a saber-tooth sock.
Do it. Make a
You should
saber-tooth
do it
sock.
anyways.
Okay, I need that to be the fake familiar of a bard with performed sock puppet.
Sock puppetry. Proficient in sock puppetry.
Yes.
So Rika, I just used that generator that I sent you. Apparently today's
Yes.
breakfast is fried perch, goose eggs, chicken eggs, raisins, and rice.
That
Actually,
generator needs some more work.
having done it proper to the area that you're in, the breakfast is actually hash, sharp cheese, soft cheese, an apple, and coarse rye bread.
Okay,
I
hold the
will
rye,
take
but I'll
all
take
the
everything
cheese.
else. You're not
All
taking
the
all
cheese.
You're,
Thank
you're
you.
not. You're not taking all the cheese. There's gonna be
Why
enough for
not?
everyone to share.
My way of care of my
This is going to be yummy.
person.
All the cheese.
No, so he gave it to his brother. Joey couldn't eat it all, he gave it to Chris. Chris is now on the process part of eating. He ate all his, and he's eating Mike's, and Joey's, and now he just asked for salad, and he's like, I think I'm gonna be sick. And I was like, "Just don't
Well,
feel
yeah,
bad."
because he got greedy.
Now he just want to waste.
Yeah.
We all know Mama's gonna go and eat it.
I'll eat it reheated. Pizza's pizza. Alright, so, Shinzi, Kiero, have you joined the other two downstairs?
Yes. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, because who needs sleep?
Well, when you
Oh.
literally control the undead, sleep is literally for the weak.
I can go to bed late and be happy. I can get up early, and I am wide awake.
Wow, that's a feeling I don't know.
Oh,
Alright,
God,
so,
in real life, no. There's a reason this is a fantasy character.
The basic breakfast at the Traveler's Cloak is 1 gold piece per meal.
Piece, gold piece, cool. Pay it.
I will fish out 5 gold for all the cheese.
Oh,
I require all the eggs and bacon you have. Okay, sir? No, I don't. I think what you thought you heard was, bring me a lot of eggs and bacon. What I said was, bring me all the eggs and bacon you have.
Exactly.
Okay, so,
Do I need to give them more gold for all the cheese?
there is a limit as to how much cheese they will give a dog, because they really do not want the dog
I
to
am not a
spray
dog!
diarrhea everywhere.
well, listen,
Yeah,
listen.
but our digestion
You're a wolf.
tracks are
You
about
got
the
a
same
similar
as a dog.
digestion to a dog.
And either way, cheese is more likely to cause constipation than explosive diarrhea.
Well, I don't want a constipated wolf on my team. Okay?
Yeah, we don't need Nim Otar more anal retentive than he already is.
You're already full of shit.
Cheese that they recommend to older people because it won't constipate them and it helps regulate them. So not all cheese, you asshole. You fucking cheesist.
Wow!
Wow.
Suddenly we became the cheese Nazis.
There are
Oh.
actually cheeses that are known to cause more flatulation than most legumes, so...
There you go. Wait, did you just say cheese Nazis?
Yeah.
Brie Heil!
Okay.
Azzy.
So for once, everyone's getting up early, except for a
Ada?
notable
Yes.
exception.
Kiero did come downstairs with Shinzi.
Yes, but early or later.
It would be while everybody is eating.
Okay, so...
Real quick, Tato.
What?
It is as I.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so once breakfast has been consumed by all, where are you going to be headed?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Wow, you don't listen very well.
The mayor's
Like-
office.
Okay.
The mayor's office.
Yes.
Just go straight to the mayor without an appointment, huh?
I want to find out when the next election is.
They don't really have elections here, to be honest.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever heard of this mayor.
Well, then, where's the Lord or whoever's in charge?
Like, I know we're
Oh,
supposed to go
you
to
mean
a
like
hospital.
Culkin? No, you talked with her last night.
Oh. So is this like a fight to the death kind of? Whoever's the strongest is in charge kind of deal?
Well, I mean, not in so visceral a sense, no, but basically, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there on that track of thought, Nim. You go up against Zola Culkin, you were a dead dog.
No, you're thinking of doing it yourself. No, you've got to have a pedigree to do this.
Ha!
Oh.
Call them a mutt.
Ow. Everybody's so mean to poor Nim.
Yeah,
Well, but you've got to
Nim
be a
tries
bit mean to a dog when you're training it to not do something, so...
He is
yeah.
not a dog!
So
Calling you
Tato,
a dog? Oh, I was making a conjective comparison to two similar situations, that's all.
said, all I know is that we're supposed to go to a hospital and rescue a girl for the price of 3 potions, and possibly piss off the Mafia in the process.
Oh, yeah, but they're always pissy, so what are you going to do?
He's also not wrong.
No, he's not. That does remind me, though. Shenzi, it was, yeah?
Yes.
Could I have a quick word with you? There's something I need to bring to your attention, as it were.
Okay.
He will pull you to a corner of the room. Now, have you ever actually been to the city before?
No?
Right, so there's a law that you might not be aware of, and honestly I forgot to bring it up earlier because I've never had to deal with it before. Casting of arcane magic is sort of forbidden within the city.
But how am I supposed to make friends if I can't cast my magic?
I don't know. The thing of it is, the penalties are quite harsh. Minimum you can expect is a flogging and banishment from the premise. So if you do have to defend yourself, I'm not saying not to, but if you do, just to make sure no one's looking. Because if they catch you, I don't know you, okay?
Okay. I'll just turn the-
You will
the
probably
reference.
notice, by the way, that the scent of death is no longer rolling off Zale quite so strongly. He has had a bath. It's still there, but it's not strong anymore.
You could just kill the witnesses.
That's what I was giggling and saying.
God damn it, Nim!
Did you? Did you?
Yeah,
did you not
but-
get that part?
Can we not piss off the local guard?
Oh, what? No, they're, again, I've said this, they're always pissy. So it's not
Can
really
we
an
not
option.
piss them off anymore, please?
Well, it's less a matter of not pissing them off and more a matter of not being the ones they see when they get pissed off.
Hmm.
Okay.
I vote we throw
Alright.
Zim in, not Zim, Nim into them first then.
I've got to say, I've never tried that. It might work.
Okay. So, after having spoken about that, is the group going to start heading towards the hospice?
Oh yeah, I assume so. Unless anybody wants to stay behind for lunch.
I want to talk to the contract issuer again. What was her name? McCulkin?
What, Zora?
Yeah.
Good luck.
We can't find her.
No.
Well, no, I know exactly where she is. It's just getting in to see her is a bit of a pain in the ass. Well, I mean, I could try, but given that she chose to give us this particular assignment in a backwater common room, I doubt she wants us
Okay. Well, I
publicly
mean, if it's-
associated with her in any way.
Oh, well,
Alright.
then let's definitely go bug her.
So,
just as information, Zora is the title of office. Her actual name is Rosaline Culkin. Zora is her station.
what do you mean her station?
Like
Well, it's kind of like a Lord's title, so
yeah. Instead of like Lady Rosalind or Governor Rosalind, it's Zora Rosalind.
Okay.
presumably we will make our way towards the hospice. No?
Yes.
My idea is that guards don't like paperwork, especially when they're corrupt, so just flash a bunch of signatures at them, say, hey, we've ordered for her to be released, and that should be it.
Well, sure, if they're idiots. Well, it'll depend on if they've got the watch standing guard, but more likely it's at least some of the proper soldier types.
I thought we need
Which,
the right paperwork.
Well, I mean, if you can get your hands on some, I could probably manage something, but I've never seen the right orders, so I couldn't do it right
Yeah,
off now.
that's why I was suggesting we talk to our contract issuer, but nope. Guess that's not going to happen. Okay.
Okay, so we need to get her out of this hospital, right?
Yes, you need
Yeah.
to get her out of there.
Okay, I'm gonna start heading to the hospital.
All in favor?
Agreed.
Okay.
I think we should scout it out first. Maybe set up somebody, see if we can get in before.
That makes too much sense.
How does that make too much sense? What was your plan to scout out the hospital?
Not scout it out, just go in and get the girl and then leave.
We don't even know where the girl is being held in the hospital.
So we go ask.
The Roo has raised his hand. Apparently he has either a question or a comment.
Yes.
Death.
No, I was agreeing to come.
Wait, it speaks.
Yes. What, you thought our kangaroo was a mute?
Well, it kind of seemed that way, yeah. Huh. Alright then, off we go. I'll lead the way. I'm on my way around.
Have you ever been in the hospital?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was this one time, but I don't think they'll remember me. It was quite a while back.
All right. So, general features of the House of Suffering. Odd name for a hospital, mind you.
That's really what it's called?
Yes.
Cool.
The general features of the hospice are as follows. The hospice is a large rectangular building, 30 feet wide by 50 feet long, but with a 15-foot high ceiling. The floor consists of planks over hard-packed earth. The entire space of the building is littered with cots and other makeshift beds. More than half of these are full with the injured and infirm. There is little in the way of sophisticated healing equipment here, though if you wish, you can scrounge up enough materials to make 2 potions. And some other stuff. But I'm not going to let you know what that is unless you try. And succeed. The light inside the hospice comes mainly from candles and 6 iron stands strategically placed throughout the building. It is brightly lit inside. There are a good number of patients here. The building's silence is occasionally broken by the sound of a lay priest attending to one of the patients, or a raucous bout of snoring from a sleeping city watchman. The smell of sickness is countered by burning incense at the small shrine to Ilmater along the southern wall of the hospice. Though it is poor, the shelter is as clean as the lay priests can make.
Zale will particularly lead the group through an alley to get to the House of Suffering. And before exiting the alley, he will pause and concentrate for a moment before assuming the form of a commoner that they passed in the street previous.
Alright, in that case, if everybody is following Zale through the back alley, please give me a stealth roll. This is going to be with the assistance of Zale, so I'm going to give you an additional +3 to your rolls.
Woo!
Stealth rolls, huh?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
So roll
We're doomed.
this.
Can we see
Yay!
the person? Can we see who we're supposed to be rescuing?
You'll find out soon enough.
Are there guards on the door to the place?
You will find out soon enough.
Is there anything you can tell us?
I will as soon as I get done telling you about these stealth rolls. The group as a whole did rather well. They are moving rather sneakily. Zale leads the way. Passes by. Nim quickly behind him. Tato, Shinzi, and Elysian move as a group. However, as you cross the street, from behind you in the alleyway, you start hearing the clank, clank of armor. Oi, where's everybody going? Wait for me! And Kiero hops across the road.
Oh boy.
And Zale will turn back and kind of hiss at him. Could you be any louder, mate?
Oi, that I can, mate! I can be pretty loud.
And clearly you don't know it's sarcasm. Never mind, just stay here for a bit and we'll take care of this.
The roof flinches. Sorry. Alright. The doors of the squat brick building ahead of you are open, welcoming all into the meager comfort offered within. The 2 City Watch standing near the entrance show only minor interest in your group. Within are numerous cots and makeshift beds, more than half of which are occupied. 6 tall iron candelabras provide bright light in the scrupulously clean, if sparsely furnished room. Several people dressed in all gray with gray skull caps move about the room. A City Watch guard leans against the wall next to the bed of one of the patients, while his partner has commandeered one of the few chairs in the room with his feet up on the patient's bed. His snores are an odd counterpoint to the groans coming from from other areas of the room. So there are 2 guards currently at the door. As soon as the kangaroo starts hollering about telling you guys to wait up, they both look in the direction of the group, and they see 5 animal-like humanoids attempting to move inconspicuously through the streets. And
It's kind of hard for me to be inconspicuous. Look at me. I'm pure white with blue-tipped dreadlocks.
They regard you with kind of odd amusement, but don't really pay you any mind. As you enter the hospice, they continue to just stare after you and eventually get bored and return to their duties, looking out towards the southern road. The two guards inside the building next to the bed. One of them's just kind of leaning there, staring boredly at the rest of the patients. The one in the chair is asleep and snoring.
Okay, so 4 guards. Not to mention the priests.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that looks particularly, like I would get in trouble if I were to grab it and start running away with it?
Considering that this is a hospital, attempting to steal any of the medical equipment is a good way to get shot at. If you accidentally knock over any of the candelabras, you could set fire to the hospital, which would just call the rest of the city guard.
Are there any sticks nearby?
Maybe if you leave the building and head for the woods. The hospice itself is actually well cleaned, considering where in the city it's currently located.
Fine. Any ball-like objects?
Well, there is the bulb of a sphygmomanometer. For those of you who don't know, that is a blood pressure cuff. Lying on a table nearby.
What, are you trying to cause a distraction?
I was going to.
It's not a bad idea.
Thanks. I think. I mean, I know I can outrun them. It's just a matter of...
A little bit more information about the interior of the building. This hospice is run by the priests of Ilmater. You would have known this, Zale. For those who don't know, that is the god of martyrdom and suffering. It is slapdash but clean. The accommodations for the patients are quite sparse, with little more than a bed and a chamber pot. At the far end of the building, there are a number of 5-foot by 5-foot cells that house the resident priests. Anyone can plainly see that the priests outnumber the cells 2 to 1, likely indicating that the cells are shared, and they alternatively sleep and work in shifts. Beyond the cells, a rear door exits into a narrow alley a mere 5 feet away from the city wall. Piles of soiled bandages are in tidy bundles, likely waiting to be taken away to be laundered, and are stacked neatly beside the door.
Okay, so are these guards coming to, like, kick our asses, or are they just
No.
watching us?
Currently, the 2 at the door are simply watching passersby. The 2 inside are actively watching over a specific bed. One of them is leaning up against the wall,
well,
and the
let's
other
just go
is sitting in a chair asleep.
I keep walking like nothing's going on then. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna go in.
You enter the building. Once again, the guards at the door just kind of regard you with mild boredom.
Just
as you
act
enter.
like we're supposed to be there.
The priest inside,
There.
as you enter, some of the priests walk up, greet you politely, hustle on about their business.
Okay. Does anybody know which room she's in?
Presumably she's the one in the bed being guarded.
Yeah.
There's pretty much only one room. It's
Mhm.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, it's one of those.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like an open air hospital shelter.
This isn't the place you go to if you have any choice. Any other choice.
And what's her name again?
Ravia?
Oh, let me find out.
Ouch.
Yeah, Ravia.
Ravia. Okay. Pardon me if I call her Ravioli because I forget her name.
By the way, Tato examines the guards and their equipment. Mostly
Okay.
their equipment. Like, what do they have on them?
The guards?
Yes.
Well, let me find out for you.
Thank you.
The guards are currently carrying spears.
Cool.
You can see that they're clearly wearing a chain shirt with shields on their arms and a spear held in the other hand, if not leaning close by.
Okay, because I just called her Ravioli, I fucked myself up again. What is her name? One more time.
Ravia.
Ravia.
Yeah.
So I go up to the guards next to her on the bed, and I say, "This is God damn it! This is Ravia, right?"
The guard leaning against the wall kind of shrugs his shoulders up, leans forward. That depends on who's asking.
Well, I have orders for her to be taken from the hospital to go home for some hospice care.
Go ahead, give me a deception check.
Do I get a bonus because I legitimately believe this is what we're doing?
Unfortunately, no. Okay, what exactly are you going to say to convince him of this? Because you made the check.
Well, we have orders to come bring her to a special place where she'll be taken care of in a home setting that is more secure. You guys are doing a great job, I promise. You actually seem really, really, really nice. But somebody's gotta try harder, or she's not gonna do so good. So we're gonna have to take her to this other place. Okay? Okay.
All right. The guard, he looks around, looks down at Ravia. Well, so long as you don't jostle her too much, she has information that can be used. You know where she's supposed to go, right?
We'll be gentle, I promise.
Very well. Once she's well, be sure to bring her down to the South Road Keep. The Hawks need to have a chat with her. Remember that.
Okay. I'm sure everybody wants to know that she made it and that she's okay, and I will happily bring her to make sure that you guys know that, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Um,
And with that, he shrugs away from the wall, shoulders his spear, slaps the foot of the guard that was falling asleep, who wakes up with a start, falls off the chair, lets him know what's going on. He stands up, looks around at the animals who had entered the hospice, speaks quietly to the other guard. They have a small conversation, and then slowly stride out the front door.
just a sec, 'cause I would like to intercept them in a moment here. During his forays this morning, was he able to learn which house is currently in most direct competition with Zora Kulkin?
Right now, the only competition she has that is known of on the surface is the Hawks themselves.
Hmm. How about the house causing her the most direct trouble? Or just a house she doesn't like?
Right now, House Kulkin is the only ruling party in the area. The Hawks really are the only competition there, if you don't count whoever had started all the fires.
Yeah, in that case, Zale will adjust his disguise slightly to display the crest of a random house that he chooses purely for dislike, and stop the guard at the door. My master will be certain to present the informant to the keep as scheduled. His word of honor on it. Arrangements have been made.
Honor, he says. Right.
I believe it's an intimidation check to make here.
God, you are fucking up everything I just did. Which is
Yeah,
totally cool, 'cause
man.
I usually
You
fuck up
will
everything
address
everybody
my
else does.
master with the respect he is due, or I will personally see to it you are assigned to latrine duty for the rest of your life.
It's almost like he doesn't know who he worked for.
Oh, I'm fully aware of who you work for, but what you should be asking is if they care about you. I'm reasonably certain I could get my orders through.
Why is this the thing we're doing?
Because Smoke and mirrors. Besides, it might give us a bonus.
Uh,
Money is
the-
always nice.
The actual intimidation roll is meant to be.
While doing this, somebody needs to be loading her up. I am not.
Oh
strong
yes,
enough.
I'm giving the impression that you are workers I have hired. Hurry up there, and be sure not to jostle her.
The guards look back into the hospice. They both kind of give a shrug, and one slaps the other on the shoulder. Come on, we're going to be late.
Is there
Hey, guys.
anybody in here that looks particularly close to death?
No!
Those that do look like they are suffering some festering disease. How's that?
Fine.
Bad!
I'm just a hungry wolf. What's wrong
So,
with
like-
that?
Just ate breakfast.
So, like, what? We put her on a stretcher and we take the stretcher out, or are we just walking her? What's the deal?
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
can
I
walk her
thought-
out. If anybody has any kind of healing skills.
Right, healing. Well, that's a thing I've done. Sort of. Already.
We have a
Mhm.
cleric.
Somebody else want to take care of this one.
Yeah, maybe the cleric.
Yeah. The cleric, the person who casts healing spells.
I have a person. What does that?
Yeah, we have a person
yeah.
that does that. I don't know what god
Alright.
he follows, but
I will.
As you're speaking,
I will.
as you're speaking, and the guards take their leave, a couple of the lay clergy of Ilmater walk over towards the bed. Excuse me, are you here to pick up the patient?
Yes, that is what we have said. What of it?
Oh, well, we have quite a bit of a wait for some of the beds in here. As it stands, we're currently only working at what we can assume is half capacity. So if there's anything we can do to assist you, please let us know.
We have a cleric, so I don't think we need it.
I will
Yeah.
bite her arm.
Offer is appreciated.
Ah.
However, we are adequately prepared for
no
the transfer.
biting the arms of priests.
No, I'm biting the arm of the girl.
No!
Too late. I already did it.
Why?
I don't see an attack. I mean, no, you didn't.
The priest kind of is startled as this wolf lunges forward and bites the patient.
I heal her for 2
I hit
points.
him
And,
over the head with my staff.
I heal
The,
her for 2 points.
Out
The
of
priest
fear.
has no idea what you were doing and is currently hauling butt towards the guards at the opening at the door.
Zim, tell us when you're going to heal people, please.
Sam!
Is someone
Make
going to
sure-
stop them?
No, we're just going to fucking book it.
Zale will attempt to intercept. I'm not
He
sure what to do
leaves
about this, though.
Ian right behind Zale.
I never knew that he had this lay on teeth thing, so I thought he was trying to bite her, so I'm freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, no, he has lay on fang instead of lay on hands. Why did you do that?
Or at least, why didn't you state your intentions before doing it?
Because
he
you
never
guys
does.
wouldn't let me do it anyways.
If you state, I'm going to try to heal her, I'm pretty sure people will be like, okay, well, let's let them know you're not just trying to eat her.
Persuasion to convince the priest that that was nothing unusual.
I
Overly so.
let go and point that, or kind of, gesture that there's no actual bite marks. And point out that I heal that way.
Meanwhile, Kiero is just kind of, we're gonna have to fight again, aren't we?
Because the wolf can't keep his trumpers off things.
Alright, well, you do manage to stop the priest before they make it to the door, and you do talk him down. He comes back still kind of wary of the wolf that just kind of chomps somebody. He quickly motions for somebody to bring over a small stretcher that has wheels on it that will allow you to take Ravia from her bed and move her through town much more easily.
Okay. Somebody without a penalty to strength want to take one of the ends?
Considering that it has wheels on it and they roll fairly well, you won't need a strength check for it.
Still.
Cool.
Again,
+1,
guide through
so.
the back alley because it's the fastest way there, supposedly. And as Zale ducks into the alley, he will change his disguise again to appear to be one of these soldiers who just left. I believe that will actually require a deception check.
Yes.
Damn it.
There we go. That's beautiful.
Well done. You managed to disguise yourself as one of the guards.
Do note that I do not believe that affects sound, so the clanking armor will not be present.
Correct.
I'll just stand really close to the kangaroo.
Brilliant idea. All right. Let's see. They're willing to provide a litter with which to carry the woman through town. The Ilmatari don't use titles other than brother or sister. They all do wear the symbol of Ilmater, which is two pale hands with a red cord wrapped around the wrist, either as a pin over their heart or a chain around their neck. They do voice some concern over whether or not it would be dangerous to move Ravia at this point in time. However, with knowledge that
We have
there
an animal
is-
blessed by the gods.
yes, Kiero has stated that he is actually indeed a cleric, and that Nim, through odd circumstances, has provided that he can offer healing services of his own. The priests have allowed you to leave with Ravia in tow.
Well, I mean, if worse comes to worse and she dies, I mean, I can help.
That's not really something you want to talk about right now.
Especially not with priests.
Yeah, don't just. Quick, somebody cover her mouth.
All right.
I like her ideas.
Of course
The
you do.
patient-
That's why you got me to play.
The patient is a young woman who, in addition to many cuts and bruises, actually appears to have suffered extensive burns over much of the right side of her body. Worse still, it is likely she has lost her right eye, judging by the bandages that cover it.
Oh, well, I know what that feels like.
It had been explained while you were speaking to the priests that she had been in a deep state of shock and was badly dehydrated when she was found.
Do any of us have a sleep spell we can put on her? Or is she already still sleeping?
Say the aforementioned about casting of spells.
Oh, right. Yeah, the triad.
As
Actually,
Nim
to be fair, the rest of us were not involved in that conversation.
Mm,
That's true.
fair.
That's very true.
But the one person who might have a sleep spell was.
I don't have sleep spells.
I did say might.
Alright, let's see if other things can happen here. Go ahead, give me a perception roll, folks.
Would you like it done through the tower? Just for funsies?
With the exception of Elysian and Zale, who were actually after the guard after Nim bit Ravia, the rest of you go ahead, give me perception rolls. They don't have to be in the booth.
So no perception from Zale.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Is
Or
this
Elysian
hearing,
because you were away from the bed.
is this hearing or smell
Okay.
related?
Hearing.
Damn it. Sorry, I'm having problems with my mouse.
I could have
thought-
one of my cats eat it, but I don't think that would help.
My poor kitty already has enough problems.
Oh.
Hey, Shinzi,
Yeah.
at your next available moment, go ahead, give me a perception roll.
I am trying to. I can't really see what I'm doing.
I can barely hear.
No rush, just letting you know what needs to be done.
I vote we kill her.
Of course you do.
Not,
I know,
not
I must
Shenzi,
object to
the
Oh,
patient.
no, I know.
I like
subject to
Shenzi. She's got a
unnecessary-
great idea.
Whoops. I can't fucking see what I'm doing.
Shinzi does a little dance. Okay. Everyone who is still standing around around the bed when Nim bit Rabia, she gives a sharp gasp. And the folks who are outside this circle of animals would not have heard this, but those within the circle do hear her whisper. She says, "Fire and ash."
It lives!
And she falls back unconscious.
Oh.
Yeah, she's probably gonna have PTSD nightmares for a while by the look of her.
Yeah, well, no, you get over those eventually.
Maybe.
Shinzi,
Yes.
go ahead, give me an intelligence arcana check, please.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Let's see how well this works. God damn it. That's what I get for buying shit off of Wish.
Yeah, Wish is just cheap Chinese knockoffs.
Wait, you want me to give you a what? An arcana?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yes. Intelligence and arcana.
Intelligence. Right there. Nope.
As you're moving the body onto the litter that's going to carry her through town, Shinzi notices a curious tattoo partially burned away. It does appear to be a rune of some sort, but not one that you can make out.
Huh. Does anybody here, other than me, actually know magic, or do we just have a bunch of brute force fighters? And a couple rogues?
I know a bit of nature magic.
I mean, I might have heard something about it at some point, but I'm not exactly trained in the area, if that's what you're asking.
And Kiero's into divine magic. Nim's into
I-
divine magic.
I'm
Here's
into
the
eating
thing,
people.
and I don't know what it is, so if somebody else knows what this thing is, then maybe that'll help.
What kind of check? Arcana?
Intelligence arcana.
If Shinji shows Zale, he might be able to make one.
Well, I'm telling
Oh,
everybody.
nat 20. Wonderful. Okay.
Nope, no need.
Nim knows all!
I have no inclination to magics.
Is this information that you're going to be sharing with the group, Nim?
I don't know shit.
We'll see.
Well, if he's thinking about that, let me give you my roll that I'm done with messing on that thing. Arcana, knowledge.
Yes, I'll share the information.
Alright. Zale would come to the same conclusion that Nim did at about the same time. And since Nim said he is going to share the information, I'm just going to read it here. The tattoo appears to be a slightly modified version of an old Chondathan rune that means flame.
An old what rune?
Chondathan.
Who de what?
Sounds like the old adage of if you play with fire.
You're the one
gonna
who
get
rolled a
burned.
nat 20 on this. You should know this.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm trying to get more information from the DM.
Yeah, I know.
That's all it says. It doesn't give me any background on it. For those wondering what it looks like written down.
So,
Chondathan, Chondathan, However you really want to say it.
What roll?
Chandra?
What check do you want for figuring out what Chondathan is?
That's all it says.
Wait, I thought you made this adventure.
No. I did the beginning portion of it.
Oh.
I write the tutorials, not the actual stories.
Oh.
Oh.
I see, said the blind man as he peed into the wind. It's
Tis
all
raining.
coming back to me.
Where are
All
we
right.
taking her again? We're taking her back to the, Oh, wait. Zale would know this. Zale, where are we taking her?
I want to say we're taking her back to either the inn or Zora Culkin's residence.
Yes, you are correct. You are to be taking her to Culkin Manor.
Okay.
Right, we're on our way. Follow me and try to look all official if you can.
That's easy.
Congratulations, since you did manage to avoid combat with the guards. You are awarded experience points.
Yay!
And here I thought we were going to need paperwork, but these guards were dumb.
Lazy is the more accurate descriptor.
Or
So
they
they're just
probably don't
physically
care all
dumb.
that much because they're not paid enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly easier to deal with a lazy guard than an actual guard.
How much
that
experience
thinks they're-
each?
It's 25 points each.
Only 25?
Yes.
Well, we didn't exactly kill anyone, and I think that's more than we
Okay.
usually get for killing low-level guards, so...
But it's 25 each, not 25 spread out among the party members.
I know, I'm gonna test this real quick.
Oh dear.
I'll just do that name. Let's see
Hey.
how this works. Tell Killian I said hi.
Covered yourself in here. Oh, okay.
Okay, so that does... Well, that sucks. Everybody add 21 XP to your characters.
You could have just made that 150 points.
Meh. In general, I would have assumed that a quest awards the amount of XP you put in to each instead of dividing it. But now we know for the future.
Have everyone at 1707, correct?
Oh, I'm 7 off.
Where do you get 1707?
When he did the awarding, it only gave 4 experience points to everybody. So each of you are going to need to manually add 21 experience points to your character sheet.
I already did it.
Hmm.
Kiro's asking how much experience points y'all should have.
That's what I was trying to confirm. I'm at 1707.
Plus 25 would put you at...
Oh no, I am at 1707 after adding 21.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Well, there you go.
1707.
Still you.
Ooh, I like Azai's idea. The tattoo is cooking instructions.
No. As I don't friggin'
Don't encourage him!
don't encourage this.
Don't encourage the, I don't know how you haven't lost your powers yet, Paladin, talking about biting priests and crippled people.
I didn't want to bite any priests.
I resent the term crippled. He's only lost an eye so far.
Well, I mean, I figured the burns would have crippled her movement for now, at least.
Call her the movement impaired then.
Okay, fine.
No need to be
Movement
rude.
impaired. How is that rude?
In all the ways.
Alright, oh, there it is. I found it. Never mind. I figured it out. I'm a smart one. Okay. So you wind up leaving with Ravia on the litter, pulling her through town. Are you going to try to stick to the back roads?
Given that that Zale is disguised as a guard, I think we'll take main streets.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're moving through the main streets, you do wind up passing by some of the rather more auspicious points of interest inside Mermaster.
Zale will point them out under his breath as they go by.
One of them is the Tower of the Blades.
Yeah, you don't want to end up in there. A lot of polish, a lot of pomp, but everyone up there is an airbag, so avoid it.
And a more, let's say, threatening-looking building known as the Black Lord's Altar.
I really would not go up there if I had a choice. I don't necessarily want to spend the rest of your life in the loving embrace of the Dark Lord Bane, that is.
I'm sure Bane's a nice guy.
What world do you live in? And can I get a peek someday?
A sarcastic one.
Alright, as you're walking, you can actually kind of make out in the distance the guards that you had shystered to get Ravia out of the hospice, walking quickly towards you, arguing with each other.
Shit. Change my disguise so that it looks like somebody else, but we're in the middle of the street, but crap. Can I give you a deception check to kind of duck my head briefly and change my face?
You can, but what are you going to do about the other 5 plus the one person that those guards are meant to stand next to?
Right now I look like one of them.
How about we just walk away from it? We don't want our patient to be woken up.
Yes, assuming that... Well, deception first, and assuming that they haven't noticed us yet, I would like to make a stealth check as Zale, if I could, lead the party through the crowd and avoid attention.
Yes, go ahead.
Do you remember what happened last time?
You do manage to hit stealth, so you are able to point out where people should stand, move to avoid contact with the oncoming guards.
All right.
As they pass by, you can hear them clearly arguing to each other. I told you we shouldn't have left our post. Why would you think that they were the ones who were supposed to pick that girl up? They better be there when we get back.
Oh boy.
Wow, some poor house that I've taken a disliking to is going to have a very bad day soon.
And with that, they kind of get lost in the crowd heading back towards the hospital.
Right, that's done then. On we go.
Boy.
Alright. Let me see here.
Can get us there in half the time.
As you're moving through the streets, despite it being quite a few people, you can't help but feel that there's people watching you from hidden corners or along rooftops. But anytime you attempt to actually look in those directions, you never really see anyone.
Is it an illusion?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out, won't we?
They're either going to intercept us or they're not.
As you're walking through town with the litter with Ravia on it, pedestrians kind of crane their necks to look into the litter to see who it is. Some of the guardsmen kind of lean towards each other and speak in whispered tones. But no one stops you. No one stops you.
Can we cover her face a little bit?
You can.
Let's give the girl her privacy.
It's not like they can really recognize it at this point.
Oh, so cover her wholly so that way it looks like she's dead.
How long would it take us to get there?
You're almost there. Don't worry.
Okay.
As you cover her face, you kind of hear shuffling down one of the side streets. As you glance over, you notice a couple of middle-aged humans. They're wearing ragged clothes. One of them gives kind of a sideways smile at the group. Half of his teeth are missing.
Perception to see if I recognize him.
Okay. The only way you recognize him is that he's known to be a cut purse.
Zale will actually make a quick sign in Street Cat saying, no marks here, go away.
Okay. He sees you make the quick hand sign. He looks towards the rest of the group in kind of a questioning glance and then vanishes behind some barrels.
What did you just do to him?
Gave him the secret signal to say, don't fuck with me.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. You eventually find yourself traveling through the poorer districts where the hospice was located into the richer areas. You notice that more and more of the city watch, the guards that you had met there at the hospice, are replaced more and more by members of the actual soldiery. They do have a rather cool and professional demeanor. Most of them wear polished armor and carry rather nasty-looking weapons. As you approach Culkin Manor, it is located in a wealthy neighborhood just north. It says just northwest of the Tower of Arcane Might. This is a local mage's tower, where only the most prestigious of magic users study. Heading northwest from the tower, you actually find Culkin Manor. It has gotten on towards evening, but despite the dim light and your unfamiliarity with the neighborhood, you do easily find the manor. It's a 3-story manor house featuring large cream and red banners on each wall emblazoned with the crest of House Culkin. As you set foot on the Culkin grounds, you notice that the interior of the manor house is well lit. A pair of guards at the front of the house nod and open the heavy oak doors for you, stepping aside to let you pass. You are obviously expected.
Thank you, chaps. Appreciate the invitation.
As you enter the manor, you are greeted by a rather astute-looking gentleman wearing a servant's uniform. He does appear to be in his early 60s and just shy of 6 feet, with receding white hair cut short.
Zale will drop his disguise.
Oh, good evening, Sir Zay.
It's been a bit. How's the old house keeping up?
The house is running rather well, sir. Thank you for asking.
Is that vase with the flowers I always like still hanging about in that hallway? You know the one.
Unfortunately, those flowers have gone out of season, sir.
Oh, I always like to take one of those when I'm here. I mean, they're always so pretty.
I do agree, sir. However, the garden does need to be tended every now and then, seasons being what they are. This season, I believe we do have a form of red posy.
Oh, no, I don't like those. They got that weird smell to them. No, okay, enough about the flowers. Would you inform the Zora Culkin that we've got her delivery for her?
Straight away. If you do not mind, some of the other house servants will take this young woman to one of the bedrooms upstairs and make sure she is well taken care of.
Well, actually, I do mind. See, I've got to get my payment before we deposit the package.
Oh,
You know the
naturally.
rules.
I shall take you to Zora Culkin. She is in the library. She has been awaiting your arrival.
Excellent.
He motions for some of the other house servants to relieve the group of the litter that was carrying Ravia. Ravia is whisked away upstairs to one of the extra bedrooms, and the group is led towards the library. Zora Rosaline Culkin is currently in the library, poring over a book when you enter. The room has tall bookshelves lining the walls, each full of hundreds of books, tomes, and scrolls covering hundreds of different subjects. An oversized chair sits in a corner beside a table set with an ornate oil lamp. Zora Culkin is reclining in the chair, poring over a book when you arrive. "Oh, I'm so glad you returned," she says, setting the book on the table. "Dawson, please prepare rooms for the young woman and our guests. Once you've done that, I'm sure you can find something for them to eat." "Right away, miss." Dawson shuffles away to do as he is bid, and Zora Culkin asks that one of your group also accompany Dawson with the unconscious woman to help secure the place for rest.
Does the cleric want to volunteer?
I got it!
Yay,
Right,
cleric.
well, we got your girl for you, and we did it right quiet as well. Shouldn't be any flame coming down on you for this one.
Tato, however, said we got in, got her, and got out before anyone could ask questions. Some of the guards have seen our faces, though.
Right, well, you've got to be honest, though. They don't really pay attention to those with a bit of fur on them. I mean, granted, you're a bit distinctive, but not exactly first-class citizens don't stick in their mind so much, I've found.
Well, I'm not very worried about the City Watch. Though they are on the payroll of the Hawks, they are a rather dim lot. They're just not much fun to try to take care of in large numbers. I am pleased that you were able to bring Ravia safely to my manor. In which case, I do believe that there is a payment necessary.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of the arrangement we usually have.
Though I must ask, with all the attention that you say you did not garner, how many of the City Watch were you forced to kill?
Oh, you know me. I know I hate killing. Much better to talk your way past and that damn muddle over what happened after. Not a single drop of blood spilled. Well,
Yeah.
not
a
really. I mean, there
single
was
one.
that bit with the wolf, but I'm not actually sure if that drew blood or just dimpled the skin a bit. It's a bit complicated, honestly, but not my fault either way.
Zora Culkin gives a sideways glance towards Nim,
I'm just sitting
And,
there pouting.
and Tato does kind of back up the story by agreeing that none were harmed. Well, in that case, I do believe a rather rich reward is in order, as killing some of the City Watch would certainly have drawn much more attention than I'm willing to deal with. With that, she motions to one of her other servants. They quickly step to her, and she whispers to them. Roughly about 5 minutes later, he comes back, carrying 6 small pouches. Within each of these pouches, you will find an additional 25 gold. Feel free to do with it what you wish.
Well, I will tell you that is a blessed relief. I'm not going to tell you why, I'm not going to tell you how, I'm sure you can figure it out, but let's just say it's been quite a while since a bit of gold fell my way.
Well, for such an excellent job done, I feel it's only proper that you were rewarded. With that, the servant distributes to the current party 25 gold pieces apiece, each in their own separate little bag. He then hustles out of the room and heads upstairs to hand off the final pouch to Kiero.
I'm sorry, my neighbors showed up, so I totally missed the last, 3 minutes of what just happened.
We're getting rewarded.
Yes, you got 25 gold pieces.
Woo!
Oh,
All
right.
right.
If you got something in the kitchen what's not needed, bit of scraps maybe, you could feed them to the wolf. Yeah. He's, I would hate for him to accidentally eat one of your servants. It'd make
Let's
me feel
see.
downright.
Due to the lateness of the hour, Zora Culkin actually invites the party to stay at the manor in the upstairs bedrooms. She doesn't anticipate any trouble with Ravia, but would like the party on hand in case she's a little disoriented when she recovers.
Well,
So
I
Uh,
think you have your own goals
What
for
are we
that,
supposed to
but
do? Disoriented, not
I won't
about
say no to a nice soft bed.
know of.
Before you are escorted upstairs, you are brought to the parlor, where Dawson has had the cooking staff prepare a light meal of meats and cheeses.
Light?
It is also complete with wine, ale, or whatever you might like to drink.
Snack?
Except
Ooh,
coffee.
wine.
As a
What time is it?
as a special treat, the house Culkin actually has access to chilled cow's milk, which is incredibly hard to come by.
Ooh.
Oh, she knows my weakness. She does.
I want coffee.
No,
We're not giving the wolf coffee. We're not giving the bitey wolf coffee. You can have coffee when you stop biting everybody.
And
So
even
you
then, you
don't
have
want
to have
to
like
ever be
1,000
healed?
gold.
the kitchen itself is actually rather well stocked, considering the nobility of Zora Culkin. And Dawson is happy to have the staff prepare whatever you might like to eat, provided they have it on hand.
Coffee.
Provided they have it on hand.
Coffee.
Not on hand.
Rika has not said that they don't have it on hand.
They don't have it on hand.
Oh.
There you go.
You don't even know what coffee is, Nim.
Do they have it on paw?
Oh my
No.
god!
The staff are human. No.
Are there any other animals at this place?
There are, but they're non-sentient.
Yeah, I figured. Go play with your friends, Nim. Go play with the animals.
I lick my chops.
We are the animals, and you want to know what you remember what he's most fond of, Tato?
Biting
Biting who?
my tail.
Yes.
So your
just
tail
look down
is
at
its
him.
own entity, huh?
Like, I just look down at Nim, and then I just look straight. Like, I'm not even... Nope.
Alright, so. There are different things that you can do currently. Zora Culkin is actually a rather skilled wizard herself. She does enjoy discussing magical theory. The library is well appointed. You can find books on pretty much any subject.
Oh, cool. Books. I like books.
I asked her if she can go get my wagon fetched from the inn we were at.
Dawson? Yes, milady. Can you please see to it that the cart that this group came with finds its way to the manor safely? Right away, madam.
Dawson, while you're out there, you remember Jester, right? If you could grab him along as well, that would be wonderful.
I'm sorry, sir. Jester?
My horse. You know Jester. I've had him for years.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
tell me you don't remember him. He
Oh,
remembers you.
yes,
Clearly,
I
it's a
do quite
one-sided
remember. Yeah.
relationship.
I will have him fetched along with the cart.
I just couldn't
Sit
remember.
down with the book about necromancy.
You do locate a book on necromancy. It is a rather heavy tome. The book itself appears to weigh close to 8 to 10 pounds.
My kind of book.
That's because the pages are, like, made out of human skin or something.
Oh, this
How'd you
is
know?
Because that's
Chansey,
what they always
could you
are
move
made
your
out
mic
of.
closer?
It is a rather large leather-bound book, the cover of which does not seem to have a title. Only it is emblazoned with what appears to be a screaming face.
I want to find a book on cooking. Not
On what?
recipes, just how cooking theory, yeah.
Cooking theory?
Yes.
I do get the feeling
Okay.
I want to
'Cause,
improve my skills as a cook. As a
Alright.
chef.
Alright, so Shinzi,
yes.
go ahead and give me a investigation, since you're trying to learn something. Unfortunately, you aren't able to learn anything specific. However, as you flip through the odd, almost rough textured pages, you begin to feel warmth inside of a pocket on your person.
Huh. I reach in my pocket.
What you pull out is the coin given to you from the cemetery.
Ooh. Is it my friend?
The coin appears to glow with a dark blackish purple aura and flips from your hand onto the page, the center of which becomes clear. The coin, not the page.
Oh, so it's like a Ouija board almost.
Almost.
I put my paw on it to see if it does anything.
Acting as a planchette, the coin zips across the page, highlighting different words and phrases. Go ahead and give me high or low. Your choice.
Hi.
Unfortunately, at this time, you're not able to learn anything quite meaningful. Some of the words don't really make sense to you. It could be that they're out of order or you just don't understand their meaning. But it does seem odd to you that this would happen just on its own. So with a little goading and pleading, we're actually able to convince the staff to allow you to keep the large book.
Yay!
Yes, there is an atlas if you would like to take a look at it, Tato.
Can I do any sort of check to find out, like, why this mark decided it was going to be, whatchafucket? I don't remember what it's called.
Whatchafucket?
Why did my Mark of Veldenkamp decide it's going to be a scrying piece? Can I find out?
You're not able to discern that currently, not with the check roll you made. As you attempt to contemplate this, the coin returns to normal and lies dormant on the page.
I poke it a couple of times, and I pick it up.
It is a coin.
And I'm looking at it.
It has returned to being just a coin.
I say, well, thanks anyways, friend, and I put it back in my pocket.
Alright, the book can be stashed inside of a backpack, though it does feel like it takes up an awful lot of room.
You're
Well,
kind of a wizard. You're just
A
a...
bunch of stuff in it.
Necromancers are just bad-smelling wizards, so... Take the
Does
book.
she even smell bad?
So say, who
Probably
says that smell bad?
I'm kidding.
I feel that's up to her, really.
Yeah, it really is up to her. Tato's just making a joke about necromancers.
I enjoy
Alright.
that.
What were you trying to accomplish with the, What were you trying to accomplish with the, atlas there, Tato?
Oh, well, first I want to show you guys where I'm from.
Oh dear.
And I just point to, like, all the way up to the north, where it's, like, nothing but white up there. Here I am.
There I am. The area actually does not have a name on the atlas, being that not many humans have ventured that far north safely.
How'd you get down here then?
Very carefully.
Okay.
We're in a bunch of hollowed out glaciers.
Okay, but how did you get down here from all the way up there?
Boat, walking.
Can't you swim?
Yeah, but, you know, sometimes you don't want to swim that far. Sometimes you need a boat.
Karen, could you move your mic closer?
My mic?
Or yeah,
I think much closer,
phone,
and she's
whichever.
going to be eating.
Well, it is closer to me. I'm not saying a whole lot because I'm also eating.
Well, you were really quiet there.
Can I go and look at that atlas too?
Yeah.
Yay.
Apologize.
So how much cooking theory do I learn?
Hold on. Let me get to the thing. Alright, you're trying to learn cooking theory?
I want to learn how to be a better cook, so I guess I'd start there, yeah.
Congratulations, I rolled an 84%. You are able to garner a little bit of knowledge, actually quite a bit of knowledge on Eastern cooking theories and processes.
Well, at least one of us is learning something.
What this is going to do for you is anytime you are specifically cooking anything, you get an additional +5 to that roll.
Yay!
Cool.
Specifically, so as long as I'm cooking something, I get a +5.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. As the party is going about their different activities, eventually, Zora Culkin excuses herself as the hour is getting incredibly late. She retires to her chambers and ensures that the party does have free reign of the grounds, but asks that you keep the noise to a minimum.
Could I have some paper and quill and ink?
Any of the writing utensils that would be needed for that would be set in the library.
So what Tato's going to do is that he's going to look at the atlas and he's going to try to trace it. You know, just have like of the local area, like not too far out, you know? I don't know.
Okay, then yeah, you can go ahead and make a copy of it.
Yeah.
Since the parchment is of rather fine quality, you are able to see through it. So if you wanted to, you could just lay the paper over the map and trace directly, so you don't have to worry about anything going wrong.
I'll make sure that I press lightly.
An excellent idea.
Lysian stays with Tato watching. Seems incredibly curious about the atlas.
Alright, Tato?
Yeah.
Please add to your inventory Atlas of Arcos.
Spell Arcos for me, please.
Archos.
Okay. And what's its weight? It's paper.
Yeah, it's just paper, so it doesn't weigh much more than a scroll.
Yeah. All right.
Are there any books on how to cook a human?
Oh
No.
my god. Even if that book did exist, it probably would be very forbidden to own.
I was going to say, you might be something in the way of human ritual sacrifice in the Dark Altar area, but
Ooh,
I don't
yes!
think they do much cooking. It's more blood sacrifice than burn them at the stake.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Book
and
on
just
ritual
human
sounds
blood
nice, actually.
sacrifices and keep your status as a paladin.
Are there any books about the general history of the area?
There are books on the history of Arcos, yes.
I want to go read them. All of
So
them.
pretty much everyone's in the
Oh
library.
my god. How long does it even take to read one book?
Given the size of the books, it would take a week of continual reading to get through it.
So maybe you want to read more about the recent history.
But okay, recent history then. Where's the
Yeah,
newspaper section?
You're gonna have to skip a few chapters.
Long story short, you learn about how your life got turned upside down. But if you'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how Zora became the Zora of Bel Air. Basically, it gives you the ins and outs of the past 20 to 30 years. There was a large war in the Molemaster Elmwood area. Basically, it turned into mages waging war against other magic houses. Soldiers from both sides dying almost en masse because of these magical bombardments. And at the end of it, it was House Culkin that wound up bringing peace to the area. However, since then, different, I guess you could say, lower houses began to vie for positions of power within the area. These being the Hawks, the Blades, and one other group that has not revealed themselves as of yet.
Okay.
If anyone's wondering, by the way, that additional group, also assholes.
Yes, they very much are. Matter of fact, they're the worst of them. Oh, who dropped?
Shenzi said she needed to go.
Right. Shinzi said she had to head somewhere. Alright, with that, I'm guessing some of you are going to be heading to bed for the night?
Yeah.
Okay, who all is heading to the bedrooms and who is going to be staying up?
No, don't bother showing me the way. I'll remember where it is.
I'll stay up.
Okay.
Gonna keep reading.
Shinzi said that she is going to be heading upstairs to one of the rooms.
Zale has a little bit of work to do. Will probably take him an hour, you would say.
Okay.
Can we break?
Yes. It actually looks like Kiro lost connection to the game.
Nah, he's still here. I see his face.
No,
It says on...
Yeah, it's only on the DM side, but yeah, he lost connection.
Yep, if we want to take a short break before the next bit of action, we definitely can.
I do plan to be looking for a book on divine magic to maybe improve my skills there.
Yeah, we shall see.
Or maybe arcane cantrips. That might be more useful. Anyways.
Alright, we will be back here in how long? Zim?
About 10 to 15 minutes.
Alright, there you go. So we will be back in about, we'll go on a conservative 15 minutes, and we will continue the story.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. We will be right back. Don't forget to right-click on your portrait and toggle the AFK.
I will BRB.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I feel like absolutely everything that could have gotten in the way just totally did. I am back now.
We're not back
Off me
yet,
for the rest
so...
of the evening. Okay. Well, I'm still here for the rest of the session.
Yay. We took a break right after you left anyway, so you didn't miss anything.
Good. I figured you guys would be done with your break by now. I saw everybody go AFK, so I figured that's what happened, but oh my god.
Nah, I went and got my supper.
Oh. Oh yeah, it is normal people's dinner time, huh? It's only 5 p.m. here, and we don't usually eat dinner until around 9, because that's when my boyfriend gets off work.
Ooh, I like that roll.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I'm winning.
Wow.
Winning in what?
Look at fantasy.
Nothing. Just a private little a competition I've got going with the wolf.
I was about to say, you don't really win in D&D, you just play it. And either
There are
you...
2 wolves, you know.
What
yeah,
even
but
is
there's
Zale again?
the guy that's a wolf, and then the wolf. So there's a bit of a difference.
You're a fox, right?
He's a lynx.
Oh, Zale's a lynx?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're a
what I am.
kitty.
Admittedly, they look quite a bit the same, but one's
You're
a
a kitty.
canine, one's a cat, and I don't got the fluffy tail thing now.
Okay, so we have a cat, 2 wolves, a gnoll, which is kind of like a wolf,
A
A gnoll?
hyena.
Who's
and a
gnoll?
seal.
I feel like the gnoll is a lot more closer to the hyena.
Yeah.
Also
am
a kangaroo.
The problem
I
with
am-
the thing is that in 5th edition, gnolls are now demons.
Hey.
Yeah.
So she's not a gnoll.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I'm a hyena. I've always been a hyena.
Okay.
And since nobody caught the reference, I did take the name Shenzi from the hyena in The Lion King.
I didn't realize
Oh.
they even had names.
Yeah, Shinzi, Bonsai, and Ed.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Has everybody returned?
Yes.
Well, I told them
Sure.
to roll 74 if they were back, and only Zale and I rolled.
I'm
Yes,
in a
Potatoes
wrestling
here.
match with my piece of shit mouse right now. Pretend I rolled. Pretend I rolled a 23.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and assume Kiero is back, but he hasn't actually rolled anything yet.
Neither has Elysian.
I'm here.
That works.
I don't think Kiero's back.
I just dinged him.
Ding him again. And again. And
I
again!
know. I know. Exactly, child. Kiero! Ding! There he
It's
is.
not the same without our clumsy kangaroo cleric.
Alright, so everybody is back.
Okay. Let us do this.
Alright. It is about 3 hours after some of the folks have gone to bed. When suddenly the night's silence is shattered by a loud crash somewhere in the manor. The sounds of shouting and clomping boots can be heard reverberating throughout the home.
God damn it, Tato.
I was thinking the same thing.
Alright, so who all was in the bedrooms?
Me.
Well, Zale
Me.
was in his bed all nice and cozy like, but at that he will quickly slip out of the covers and sneak over to his doorway as quietly as he can.
Okay. So, let's see. Kiero,
I,
Tato, Shinzi, Elysian, you said you were?
No, I would have taken that list off of Tato when he went to bed and was just reading it all night.
Okay, so Nim and Elysian are in the library. Zale, you said you were in one of the bedrooms?
Correct, yes.
Alright.
You ready to kiss?
Mwah.
Thank you.
Aw. Well, I tried. Okay. With a rather loud smash, let's see who is going to get this. Okay, 1, 2. Zale was in a bedroom, as was Shinzi, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kiero! The window of the bedroom that you were in blasts inward.
Nim is ignoring the sounds, thinking it was just Tato.
Of the people upstairs, are you going to go running to see what happened?
Yes.
Well, running might be a bit too strong of a word, but we will make our way down the hallway.
Tato
Well, I'm
will actually
running.
run towards
You
the
can fucking sneak, but I'm
the
running.
burn victims room.
Okay. So Tato is not going to be part of this. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Tato for now.
I already know what these guys are after.
Elysian is downstairs. Nim is downstairs. Shinzi and Zale, are you going to be heading towards Kiero's room?
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very quickly, and kind of... I stumble out my doorway, catch myself on the wall, and then continue running to Kiero's room.
Okay. Zale, are you going to be heading for Kiero's room?
Yeah, but much more quietly and quickly there. Roll over the stealth from within my room previously, or give you a new one.
That'll be fine. You actually meet Shinzi in the hallway. There are no other combatants in the hallway. You get to Kiero's door, and you can hear squeaking, angry noises inside the room, along with Kiero thusly freaking out. As you open the door, you actually see 3 steam methods within the room, quickly attempting to set fire to the place.
What?
So, Zale, Shinzi, and Kiero, roll initiative.
I've rolled better, but alright.
Alright, so at the top of the order, it is the steam method that goes first. Each one of them is going to stop what they're doing as they notice a group has entered the room. Squeaking angrily, they begin to take up angry positions against the 3 of you. 1 for each. So yay, this is going to be fun.
They've noticed Zale?
You came in the same door that Shinzi did?
Didn't actually come in, looking past it.
Okay, so you're still in the hallway?
Correct.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and have the 3 attack Kiero and Shinzi. So what is going to happen here is the first steam method, seeing Kiero and Shinzi, is going to take a deep breath and use steam breath, actually. It exhales a 15-foot cone of scalding steam.
Ooh.
This does require a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
So, Kiero, Shinzi, if you could roll me a dex save.
Oh boy, I get no bonuses.
Kiero freaks out, basically combat rolls off the bed, and hits the floor just as the steam erupts from the Mephit's mouth. Unfortunately, Shinzi had just kicked open the door, and is standing in the doorway when this goes off. So Shinzi, you are going to take... Ouch. 8 damage.
Ouch! That is one mean sauna.
Yes.
Before Steam Method 3 goes, at what point would Tato reach the room of what's her face of
Ravioli.
Ravioli.
Ravia.
Yes, Ravia.
You're actually going to be pretty close to the door at this point.
All right, good.
All right, it is Steam Method 2's turn. That Steam Method is going to see Kiero leap off of his bed and is going to fly at him, attempting to claw at him. And actually misses. Steam, next in the order. Kiero, it is your turn. Currently, you are on the floor. A steam method has just buzzed above your head, trying to claw at you. Another one is across the bed at the window, kind of flapping next to a third one in the room. Yes, number 2 is above you. That is a hit. Gonna beat the ever-loving piss out of the steam method with the mace. Pish!
You
Alright,
make the steam scatter a bit.
That was a solid hit.
Can you actually hit anything solid? Like on a steam method, are they solid at all?
They are basically pixies, but demonic pixies, so they definitely do have a solid body.
My brain imagined some like steampunk type machine that had little legs and some geary bits, and it spewed steam because I had no idea what that was.
Just an angry little mechanical mosquito blowing steam.
Can I have a turn below Shenzi?
Go ahead and actually once Shinzi ends her turn, I want you to roll initiative.
Okay.
But that's once Shinzi ends her turn. Zale, it is your turn.
So first thing, you're going to have Rook flow up in and annoy the living hell out of Steam Method 3, if we might. And then going to Hex, the aforementioned for, I'm going to say, wisdom checks.
Okay.
And shoot at it with my short bow.
Excellent.
Reasonable.
That is a hit.
Okay, first damage. And then 2 additional die. Oops, I didn't roll that on him. I apologize.
That's okay, I could just type it in. That's a total of 13 damage.
5 of that is precision from sneak, 3 is necrotic.
Excellent. They don't have any weaknesses to those elements. Just letting you know.
Well, it was more resistances, but generalistically speaking, best to announce.
Oh, absolutely. And I completely thank you for that. A lot of people don't do that. Fantasy Grounds actually does show me what immunities, resistances, and other abilities they have. But that does help me. Especially if it's like homebrewed stuff. Alright, Steam Method 1. Upon seeing his buddy get smashed by a mace, and his other buddy get hit with a bow. By the way, Zale, after having fired your short bow, that does require that you make yourself seen.
It does, yes.
The Steam Method is going to release its Steam Breath.
Yeah, I'm taking partial cover behind the edge of the doorway, so...
Okay. So it's going to take a minus, or you're going to get a +2 to your dexterity save on this.
Okay, pulling up my saves.
Kiero, you're on the opposite side of the bed and still on the floor, so you're out of range on this. Shinzi, go ahead and roll a dex save.
Does Rook need to make one?
Oh boy.
The method that he's currently messing with is back behind where the cone began. So he's not in range of it.
In this tiny space for me to be dodging this shit.
Well, don't worry. Your days are coming.
Killian?
Alright, so that means Shinzi is going to take an additional 1 point of damage.
Whew.
Alright. And next up, Shinzi Bone Chomp.
Of course, my mouse works all the way up until it's my turn. And the moment you say it's my turn, my mouse is like, no.
I'm gonna have to say no. Why, damn you!
Okay. I'm gonna use Magic Missile on all three of them. Since it has 3 bolts. And doesn't miss.
Bam! Much like with the targets back in Velden Camp, Shinji begins angrily cackling after being hit in the face twice with scalding hot steam, and unleashes the fury of Necrobolt. Boom!
Magic Missile, not Necrobolt.
Magic Missile, Necrobolt. It's still dark energy that goes blam blam blam. You do manage.
Magic Missile would be force damage, not dark.
I'm calling it dark because she's a necromancer.
That's rather.
Because I serve the dark side of the Force.
You are
See, it's
so classist.
It's not classist if she agrees, Zim.
Still classist.
You can go White Knight somewhere else, sir.
I believe the proper term for that is occupational stereotyping.
Indeed.
It's white warrior, thank you very much.
Now who's being classist? What, you're not good enough to be a knight?
No, it's just my name.
Uh-huh. Right, so you're too good for that, is what you're saying.
Nim Otar is white warrior.
Why's it gotta be white?
No,
'Cause I
it's
felt
fucking
like it.
Minotaur.
Alright, Shinzi, do you have anything else you can do?
I can do that.
Alright. Since Shinzi ended her turn, Kato, go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay! I forgot where my initiative was! No!
God damn it, Tato.
Should we just call it a 1 plus dex and be done with it?
There, I found it.
It is on the main tab.
Yeah, I just had to scroll up a little bit.
Approximately in the middle of the
You rolled
tab.
that too!
Yeah, I did it!
It did!
Whatever, it's just initiative.
2 is the new 1.
You know, there are people who spend feats to be able to go faster in combat.
Hey, Zim, where is he? I don't see him in the tracker now.
You deleted him, didn't you?
I removed him from the tracker, yes.
Yeah, that's why he's not in there.
So I gotta put his ass back in there?
Up here.
Oh, right.
And now, 5.
Yes. Okay. Alright, so,
He's
back
not
to the
in
top
there
of the
'cause
order.
You removed him from there.
Yes. Steam Method 3 is going to go directly after Shinzi with its claws. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Holy crap, it managed to hit you. And it is going to deal 4 damage. That is 4 from slashing, and as it slashes you, you can feel the heat coming off of its claws as it deals additional fire damage. Steam Method 2 is currently being annoyed by Rook, so it is going to take a minus to its attack as it tries to attack Kiero.
Rook should just eat it. Eat the pixie.
And it misses Kiero. It is now Kiero's turn.
Steam Blast just kind of goes over his head or something.
That was a successful hit. Steam Method 2 was the one that you, is the one that's trying to hurt you, Kiero. So roll damage on Steam Method 2.
Oh, and here I thought you were coming to Shenzi's rescue.
All right. Steam Method 2 has been hit awful hard. Both Steam Method 2 and 3 are currently bleeding, though instead of blood, you see this kind of deep, almost crimson ooze come from their wounds. But as soon as it touches air, it turns into steam.
Oh, Zale is still feeling a bit of an advantage in this combat, so he's going to turn his attention to the least wounded of the methods and order Rook to attack, well, to aid him with attacking Steam Method 1.
Rook takes off from Steam Method 2, heads over to Steam Method 1.
Gives me advantage on the roll.
Okay.
Except that doesn't work if I do it that way. There we go.
So, I just had an idea. Anytime you try to directly order Rook to do anything, you should roll an animal handling check or something.
That is not a correct roll. I accidentally right-clicked as I was putting that down, so sorry.
Because
Okay.
because
Try
Rook
one more
doesn't
time.
really
There we go.
listen to Zale all that much. Isn't that great? Mic off.
Well, in combat, it's kind of they work together for the greater good. Outside of combat, Rook can be a bit of a curmudgeon.
Okay.
Right, there's one word for it, yeah.
That is a successful hit on Steam Method 1.
Okay, so again, rolling the damage. First from the bow itself, and then 2 additional damage from Sneak and Necrotic. That it won't let me put directly on him. Fine. Rolling directly into the thing for you.
Okay, so that's an additional 4 damage.
Wonder if I applied it to his wound box, that would work. I'll try that next time.
There should be something on your character sheet that allows you to drag the necrotic and sneak attack damage from your character sheet.
Well, it's not actually on the sheet is the problem. The necrotic damage comes from Hex, which is
Okay.
a transferable spell, so...
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which, yeah, I should have mentioned, and I meant to. Bonus action, transfer the Hex to Steam Effort 1.
Yeah, I
It
was
is also-
kind of figuring you were doing that.
So, oops, advancing... There we go.
Alright, Steam Method 1 is actually going to begin trying to claw at Rook.
Yeah, no, go for it. I encourage this behavior.
And what is Rook's AC?
Well, that comes in at a whopping 12.
And the method misses.
Damn it. I mean, oh, good. My bird's not dead yet.
Shinzi, it is your turn.
Woo! Okay, I'm gonna magic missile all three again.
Nice.
Wham, wham, wham!
Four, three, two. Nice numerical order there.
I like it. The first magic missile impacts method number 3. It slams against the wall and slumps to the floor dead. Steam Method 2 gets hit pretty hard. It is now heavily bleeding. And Steam Method 1 is right behind it, bleeding rather profusely. Tato, you have gotten to the door of Ravia's room. You can hear a little bit of squeaking inside.
Alright, is the door locked?
The door is solidly locked.
I use my shoulder tie. Oh, no, I don't use my shoulder. I try to kick down the door.
Okay, give me a strength check.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
I'm hoping for a 1. I'm hoping for a 1.
Wouldn't that only be your first one tonight?
16. Yeah.
You know, that actually is high enough. Aiming for the doorknob, you raise your foot up and crash it into the door. You can hear the splintering snap of wood on the other side, and as you enter, you see 2 men standing over Ravia, looking like they're about to tie her up, and one of the steam methods is in the room as well.
Do any of us hear that? Like, hear him breaking into her room?
Are any of you listening for it?
No, but I would imagine it'd be pretty loud.
It would be if there wasn't, fire in the room that you're in.
There's only
Fire,
three.
fire.
Wait, I'm sorry.
There's only steam.
They've been setting fire to the inside of the room. They use steam to attack, but in concentrated bursts, they can actually set fire to things.
Oh.
So the room is aflame.
Oh boy.
How about
oh
if we're
boy,
in the
oh boy,
library?
Oh boy.
I'll get to you guys in the library here in a moment. Don't you worry. Actually, those down in the library, go ahead, give me a perception roll.
In the tower?
Yes, please.
Would I get advantage from the smell or hearing?
Yes.
Whoosh!
Both members of the party down in the library, you hear a loud splintering of wood coming from upstairs. Nim, you can smell burning wood coming from upstairs as well. Tato, what are you going to do now that you've confronted some people?
Alright. I'm going to take my swords out, and I'm going to stab the ever-loving crap out of these two.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it. It's going to be 1 slash for each of these people.
Alright. Sadly, when the Fantasy Grounds updated, it deleted all of my little quick thingies, my quick rolls at the bottom.
Yeah, mine too. I just finished restoring my last one.
Then just take a look at your character sheet. Click the advantage, click the pluses, minuses, or just put the number in that little box down at the bottom and roll it in the chat.
Thank you very much for the subscription at $10, Chris.
I probably missed
Oh, hell yeah!
Woo!
Yay!
Huzzah for Chris!
Good people do exist.
Which means now he could use the that one emoji thing. Emote.
Yes! Thank you, Mr. Space Corgi. All right. With your short sword, you are able to actually attack the person. Go ahead, give me a damage roll.
Alright.
You actually hit him rather hard, and you cleave him across the back as they make for the windows. The two humans leap out the windows, and you can hear stomping along the outside of the house.
Did they leave Did they leave Ravioli?
Yes, they left Ravia alone.
That's good.
However, in their place, there is another Steam method that has entered the fray. I'm trying to add another one to the combat tracker, but it's not letting me do. Damn!
What?
It's not letting me add another Steam method.
You just won?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
It's the dragon head.
Okay. Alright. On this one...
Oh, and I also ended my turn just now.
Thank you. Here, go ahead. Put Tato's name next to it.
So far, rescue attempt is going successfully. Yay.
Indeed. Alright, Steam Method 3. It was going after Shinzi, correct?
I believe so, yes.
No.
I mean, no, it was going after, what's his face? The quiet one.
Wait, actually, that one is dead, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so that one could go away. Steam Method 2. That is the one attempting to murder Rook.
Eh.
Still can't hit the damn bird. Kiero, your turn. No, I'm sorry. Steam Method 1 was the one going after Rook. Kiero misses with his mace. Here we go. This is the party that I remember.
Alright, so my question... No, it takes a bonus action to double attack anyway. Now, as part of an attack action, could I draw 2 throwing weapons?
Swapping out weapons is a bonus action, but if they are small throwing weapons, yes.
I can draw a weapon as part of an attack action, so if I were to drop my bow, could I draw 2 daggers and throw them?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. So, since we've still got Method 1 on the hex, I believe we will try the first dagger at Method 2. Get that last sneak in as Rook gives me an aid on that.
Okay.
I think that hits.
Yes, it does.
Do I need to roll the stealth damage, or will that do it? That'll do it.
Yep, that'll do.
So, second dagger going to Method 1. If I can get it before he jumps up in the queue.
You do hit Method 1. And you murdered that one as well.
Well, I'm not feeling so good about my hex right now. It didn't do very much there. But
Wait, but you're a rogue, right, Zale?
yeah, correct.
Okay. So both Zale and Elysian are rogues, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I was a rogue,
Okay.
but I had a bit of a life-changing event that took my career path in other directions.
You mean you found a bird?
Well,
If you want to put it that way, yes, sure.
a bird found him.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alright, if that is your turn, Zale.
Oops, I apologize. I was
That's all right.
distracted pouring tea, finally.
Alright, so the room that Kiero, Zale, and Shinzi were in, all 3 of the methods have died. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're taking back your daggers, Zale.
Yes.
Okay. The room is still on fire, however. And there was that worrying noise down the hall where Ravia's room was.
Well, since we're supposed to protect her, and I don't have anything I can do about fire, I'm gonna head towards her room.
Okay. It is going to use up your turn to actually head down the hallway to that door.
Okay.
In the interim, the steam method that stayed behind in Ravia's room is going to attempt to steam breathe on Tato. Ah. Wow! God damn!
Whoa!
Just when you got that hexed by the gods.
And I'm
not
just
using
like,
it.
"Pff, are you serious? Tato sees exactly when it's going to breathe out and just steps out of the way.
Nope!
And
All
Tato
right.
just looks at the method like, are you serious?
Alright, it would be Shinzi's turn, but she is heading towards Ravia's room. Tato, it is your turn.
How
How are you going to get back at method number 4?
I have a question.
Yes?
Can I roll to figure out what steam methods even are? Like, maybe it's in Tato's mental bestiary.
You can use a nature check to attempt to find out.
Yes, please. And that would be my bonus action or full action?
I'm going to go ahead and let that be a bonus action.
Okay. That means I'm skipping my Slayer's Eye for this. Nature, watch me roll a 1! Watch me roll a 1!
It's gonna be like a 3.
It was
Holy
a 20! I know everything there is to know about steam methods.
Tato, you are hereby banned for hacking. It's the only explanation.
Oh god.
Everybody, please pause for a break while all of the admin and server passwords are reset. And just intruder problem.
You know everything there absolutely is to know about the steam method.
Wonderful.
From seemingly nowhere, a pair of circular spectacles appears on your face, and you push them up your nose into position. As you stare down the method, suddenly there's a voiceover. I've seen this creature before, but where, when, why? Ah, yes, the steam
My
method.
grandmother. I learned this from my grandmother, the steam methods. I had to read so many books about different growing up.
I love the little kid in the background. I hope they are the final boss. Alright, so...
About that, sir?
Alright, what languages do steam methods know?
Steam methods actually speak Aquan and Ignan.
Tato will speak in Aquan to these creatures. You're being abandoned. You're just bodies for me to kill now. Get out.
All it does is appear to get really pissed off at you. From what your grandmother had told you before, steam methods can be rather evil elemental beings. They do have damage immunities to fire and poison, and they cannot be poisoned at all. You do also know that some of the things they can do is not only the steam breath, which is why you were able to dodge so quickly, but they also have the ability to blur, meaning that they can move incredibly fast when they need to.
Well, I guess they're also hotheads, too. Time to fight.
Pretty much.
Tee-hee, so funny.
Go ahead and attack method number 4, Tato.
Alright, since you're not gonna leave.
Now's when you roll a 1.
Yeah,
Now would be the appropriate time to roll a 1.
Oh man, I'm always hoping for a 1 now.
I would recommend avoid jinxing it, but okay.
No. See, if I want a 1, then it jinxes against the 1.
That's very true.
See?
For you last session.
Hey, you managed to hit it.
Wonderful. I have 2 attacks, though.
And you hit the second time, too. This time, actually
Yay.
roll your damage on the method.
Yay! I can't believe that first one hit.
Why are you not actually rolling it on the method?
Because I'm an idiot.
Well, obviously, but why aren't you rolling it on the method? Alright, I went ahead and took care of it for you. You carve into the steam method, dealing it rather heavy damage, believe it or not.
Do you believe me now?
It screeches at you angrily.
You get one more chance. Turn around. Jump out the window. Okay, well, this is your choice. You are making the choice to die.
Right, and so they were making fun of me for talking to a bird, but no, that's just me.
Well, technically, Kiero can understand the method because they both speak Aquan.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll get what
Tato,
the
you
bird
mean.
says.
I'm not Kiero.
I wish I didn't. I really
Tato.
wish I didn't understand what the bird said. Trust me. No. See, still don't care.
It pecks you on the side of the head. Alright, so... after Tato, it is Kiero's turn. Are you going to leave the room? Yeah! Alright, Kiero, you stand up from where you were beside the bed and you haul butt out of the room. It is going to take till your next turn to get to Ravia's room. What the hell was that? Why did I just deal damage to Tato?
I don't know, but just get to my turn as well, so...
You rolled a 1 on DMing.
Oh, that
the
was,
universe, is trying to counter and balance the 20s that Tato rolled.
No, I figured out what it was. I thought he was attacking Tato, but I remembered that I put parentheses Tato on Steam Method number 4 to remind me where that one was.
Mm-hmm.
And when it got to its turn, it automatically tried to recharge its Steam Breath. That's what the D6 roll was. It confused me. Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter, because Zale's going to spend this round recovering his daggers and arrows.
Okay. And then leave the room, I'm guessing?
If he has time after recovering everything.
Yes. To recover, it's basically just grab, run.
Well, walk, but yes. And again with the roll.
It did it automatically. It did it automatically. Zale, as you leave the room, Rook kind of nudges you and nods back to the room. Looking back in, you would actually see the steam methods expand and then explode, and scalding hot steam filling the room that you just barely managed to leave.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that wasn't my room, but okay.
Their corpses explode?
Yes.
Okay. Good thing Tato knows that.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and ignore the fact that the steam method just recharged its steam breath. Simply because it wound up rolling twice on accident, so I'm going to accept the first roll as gospel. So it did not recharge, so it's going to have to try to claw at Tato currently.
It looks like the reason it rolled twice is because somehow it wound up with running into its turn twice.
Yes, for some reason the tracker skipped Zale and went straight to the steam method, so it auto-rolled the recharge. I went back to Zale, and when it came back to the steam method, it re-rolled the recharge. Alright, the steam method tries to claw at Tato and misses. Shinzi, you have reached Ravia's room. Inside, you see Tato attempting to fight another one of these steam methods above the sleeping body of Ravia.
Does Tato know that that Shenzi has entered the room?
You do now, because suddenly a necrotic bolt zips past your head and slams into the method.
Alright.
And it's a pretty solid hit. Go ahead, give me a d20 without any bonuses, please.
Don't make the explosion too big.
Poof.
How about a move? Unfortunately, that is not high enough. The necrotic bolt flies past your head, Tato, slams into the method. It flies backwards and smacks into the wall. It kind of jerks around trying to stay in the air with its little wings, and it screeches angrily at the two of you.
Tato just yells in Aquan, enough!
Anything else you going to do, Shinzi?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, Tato, your turn.
Tato would like to pick up or move the bed, if it's on wheels, of Ravia.
It is not on wheels. If you're going to try to move the bed, you're going to need a rather high strength check, because the bed is made of solid oak.
I'm going to try to wrap up Ravia with the sheets and pick her up very carefully, both arms around her, like
okay,
from the back and the knees, I guess. Yeah.
As you attempt to wrap her in blankets, the method is going to attempt to scratch at you.
Yeah, I can do that. Whatever. He's ignoring it.
And it hits. Dealing 7 damage.
Oh, that went in deep.
Yeah. And the wounds seem to almost feel like they're searing your flesh as it scratches you.
So I'm doing a. Oh my god, that hurts.
Pretty much. But you do manage to wrap the blankets around Ravia. Are you going to lift her off the bed and try to take her from the room?
Yes.
Go ahead, give me an athletics check.
This is the best time to roll a 1.
Damn!
Potato.
All the skill set! Well done.
And I'm proficient at athletics.
Grunting through the pain of being slashed on your back, you pick Ravia up and you begin to leave the room with her.
Shenzi, deal with the method.
What do you think I'm doing? Gonna let it stay here and burn stuff?
I don't know your story. I don't know your life.
About that time, Kiero is going to make it to the door of the room. Inside Kiero, you see Tato wrap Ravia up in the blankets, lift her over his shoulder as he's slashed by this method. What are you going to do? All right, then go ahead. Attack the method! Well done! An excellent hit. I like it. Maximum damage. As you step into the doorway, take stock of the events, and with a well-aimed shot, you pin the method to the back wall. It is now dead.
Everyone back off.
Tato has just told everyone in the room to back away from the method. Are you going to listen?
I'm gonna go back out to where fucking Ravioli is.
Okay.
Wherever
Him, they explode.
Kiero.
Fine, you know what? Take the explosion. In fact, get your face all up into the corpse of that method. Go sniff it. Sniff the method, Nim.
Can we make that?
Go have it blow up in your face, Nim.
Zim, do you have a quote bot for your channel?
I do not.
Piero.
You need one because "go sniff the method, Nim" needs to be a quote.
Well, I don't know how to set that up.
Kiero, ravioli, give me the formuoli.
Yes.
It's on her tattoo. Didn't you remember? It's with the instructions. It's the formula.
All right. As the members of the party exit Ravia's room, Ravia being carried by Tato, you can hear the poof of the method within the room, expanding and then exploding. There is a soft as the crossbow bolt that Kiero fired comes flying back out of the room and over the balustrade onto the floor below.
Woo!
All right. Let's see here. Next up, down in the library, I'm going to need to remove people from the tracker to come back when... down in the library, Nim and Elysian. You hear the commotion upstairs, but for some reason have chosen to ignore it. At about that time, let me get the information here.
Well, to be fair, we've got plenty of reason to believe it's just Tato.
Well, yes. From where you are, from where you're sitting, you don't notice anything strange. However, you begin to smell burning, not coming from upstairs, but from the area that you're currently in. From between the rows of books, you see people moving between the rows, setting the bookshelves on fire.
Not the gumdrop buttons!
Nim and Elysian, go ahead, roll initiative.
Yay.
Ooh.
Good God.
You should have.
Who dropped?
God
Oh.
damn it.
Cupcake. All right. Boom. Welcome back.
Sorry, I
All
keep
right.
disconnecting.
That's okay. From where you two are at, Nim and Elysian, you can see people running around. They are wearing hooded robes, setting things on fire. One of them appears to be pointing them in the direction, in the different directions of where to set things on fire. There are a total of 5 humans down there, setting things aflame. They are in different rows, all of which can easily be reached in melee with 15-foot movement. Everyone who is upstairs, if you have exited the room and are on the balcony outside the bedrooms, you can look down and actually see these people setting fire to the library as it's just below the balustrade for the bedrooms. It is going to take you 1 round to get down there if you are going to assist.
Count me in.
I'm gonna
That being
store the book I was reading in one of my side packs before engaging.
okay. In that case, Nim, that's going to use up your bonus action to put it away. But you do get to attack.
Okay.
Do we know where our where the butler is, or where our or where Zora is, or even where their rooms are?
It is supposed that Zora Culkin is still in her personal chambers. Dawson is nowhere to be seen currently.
All right. Does any of us know where her personal chambers are?
It was upstairs with the bedrooms.
Zale would know.
Oh boy.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I'm not exactly sharing that information at the present. If you can't figure it out on yourself, that the big carved doors at the back of the hallway is hers.
I'm going to pretend I understood any of that.
Basically, big door, end of the hall.
Okay.
Can I leave the girl with you guys and go check on her?
Well, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not taking her, but if somebody else wants to, go for it.
I mean, she can just be left on the floor. She's still unconscious.
Shinzi, Kiero, are you going to watch over Rabia?
Well, as soon as we got onto the balcony, I already made my decision that I was going to go down to the library and help, so I'm not.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kiero has said that he will stay with Rabia.
All right, I'm gonna leave Ravia with Kiero, and I'm going to go towards Zora's room.
Okay, we'll take care of that at the end of this first round down to the library.
Okay.
All right, Nim, go ahead and set up your first attack.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll just start with Cultist 1.
Okay.
And... I'll just go bite him.
What?
I will do what I do best.
I'll take care of it.
Or maybe not so best.
What? Yes.
It's
Actually,
more
no.
like you're good at
Are you going to
biting
bed?
all the wrong people.
Okay. You can leave it open.
Wrong people? Or the right ones?
All right, so you're going after cultist number 1. Go ahead and make your attack.
I did!
Okay, that is a hit.
Yay.
Nom 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 nom!
Chomp.
You have killed him.
That was easy.
He is dead now.
I can't do the turn complete. Because you didn't actually start it. There we go.
Now you can. Shush you. I don't want to hear it. Seeing what happened to the first cultist, cultist number 3 is going to run at you, Nim.
I'm gonna bare my fangs. My bloody, bloody fangs and try and intimidate.
Let me see here.
If I can.
Trying to remember something here. Where is the information on that?
What do you mean?
I'm trying to find some information.
That? Oh, I can't share that. Okay.
No, on my side.
Oh.
There is some information that I need. Okay. As the cultist runs towards you, he is wielding a scimitar and a torch. As he attacks, you can hear him. You can hear him screaming, "For the flame! For the flame!"
Flames are for cooking.
And he swings his scimitar at you. And hits you.
I just added Nightbot and apparently it's yelling at Tato.
It only hits you for 3 damage. That's not bad.
That's it? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna mute myself before I really piss off the DM.
Yeah, you better. Alright. The next cultist is going to be running for Elysian. Raising his scimitar high, he charges Elysian. The flame burns eternal! And swing and a miss! Elysian, it is your turn. Elysian?
I'm here. I had my mic muted.
Okay.
These
It's your turn.
people are crazy, so I'm just going to put an end to his flame with my rapier.
Alright, you do hit cultist number 2.
And
You have not killed him, but he is rather injured.
this is why you don't mess with pointy weapons. And why, if you're screaming about fire, you should actually bring things that create fire.
Alright, anything else you want to do on your turn?
Let's see, so I can use my disengage, right? Yeah, because it allows me to... Let me just go look at it really quick. Action. Thinking, Jill, you can take it.
As a rogue, I believe.
I'd go to disengage and put distance between Lutus and myself.
Okay. Then you are going to back away from the cultist that took a swing at you and you damaged him.
Yep.
You back away from him. If that's the end of your turn, go ahead and hit next.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. I need to remember to hit next. Damn it.
Alright. As you back up from your disengage, you pass by a bookshelf. One of the cultists points at you. This is as far as you go. The flame will burn eternal, and you along with it. And a rather bright light erupts from his hands.
You might save more books if you knocked over the bookcases. Knock a bookcase on the guy.
Unfortunately, you failed the dexterity save. So you were damaged by Sacred Flame.
Oh.
And you're dealt 4 points of damage. What?
Not too. Slight burns. Maybe need to take off my something on my clothes. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, seeing that their leader had attacked Elysian, cultist number 4 is going to come running and attack Elysian as well. Scimitar ahoy! With a miss!
Expert deflection with my rapier.
Indeed. At the end of the round, who all was heading downstairs? It was Tato and Zale, correct?
Yes.
No,
No,
it was Shinzi. Shinzi and Zale.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Tato's
let me,
going to Zora's bedchambers.
Well. Zale and Shinzi, go ahead and give me an initiative roll, please.
As Zale is going downstairs, can he apply a vial to his rapier?
Yes. Which one are you using?
The yellow and brown.
Okay.
You should roll to make sure that you don't like shake and drop it all over yourself instead.
The viscous liquid within the vial seems to just barely ooze out of it, and it kind of loops onto the blade. You kind of have to stick the end of your rapier inside the vial, scrape out what's left.
Oh, baby.
Alright. Nim, it is your turn again.
I kill all of them.
Not that simple.
Oh. Well, then I will move and attack. Any of them with somebody else within 5 feet?
The only one is the Cult Fanatic. He currently has Cultist 2, Cultist 4, and Elysian, all adjacent. However, Cultist number 3 is between you and Vin.
So if I went to the Fanatic, I'd invoke an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
And I can't run around somehow?
The bookshelves are too long for you to make it in one move.
I'll just attack Cultist 3 then.
Alrighty. A successful hit.
Nom
Nom nom. And murdered.
nom 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 nom. Next.
Alright, Zale. You have reached the bottom of the staircase. Within moving distance, you do have melee range on the Cult Fanatic as well as Cultist number 4.
Is it immediately obvious which of them might be in charge?
For you, no. Having come down the stairs,
That's what I thought.
yeah, you don't know which one is which.
I'm going to roll a d10, low Cultist 4, high Cultist Fanatic.
That'll work.
Okay. So first off, obviously, Rook will advance and distract. Give me an aid on this attack with my rapier.
As as the bird approaches the cult fanatic, he begins swinging at it with his hands. Accursed bird!
Bonus action to move Hex to the cult fanatic.
Okay.
We're going to take him down for dexterity.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that here. Blah, blah, blah. Cult fanatic. Whop.
I assume that hits.
Let me see. I don't see where it gives me a.
Oh no, there isn't anything. It's just any dexterity check he makes. So skills will take disadvantage.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So if he tries to sneak away or something.
But yes, a 20 does hit.
Okay, so first the rapier damage, and I actually have something for the sneak and hex now.
All right. As you stab into the cult fanatic with your rapier, you attempt to withdraw your blade. You can't seem to actually pull your blade back out of it.
Right, we'll leave that alone then, and try something different next time.
You have dealt 13 damage to him. All right. Cultist number 7 is going, or number 2. Wow, I thought that was a 7. He's going to go after Elysian, as they're trading blows currently. A 22 is a hit! For an additional 6 slashing damage. Shinzi, you have reached the ground floor of the library as well. You can see 3 cultists gathered around Elysian. You came down just in time to see Zale plunge his rapier into the back of one of them. What are you going to do?
Shit, sorry, I thought I had unmuted myself. I initially see 3 when I get to the bottom of the stairs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the only ones that are in visible range are the cult fanatic and cultist number 4, but you're not able to tell which one is which.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll a d12. 1 through 4 is, I don't know, which cultist do I see? 2 fanatic and 4?
You see fanatic and 4.
I only see 2. You said I saw 3.
You saw 3 of them, but you only have line of sight on 2 of them.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna drop a d4. High end is fanatic, low end is cultist 4.
Okay.
Okay. So I see him, and without even thinking twice, I necrobolt his face.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do! Alright then! So, with a rather theatrical wind-up... you kind of, as you hold your paws out, the necrotic energy that comes out kind of just flits about the room, and then flicks him upside the head.
Consider that a warning shot!
And instead of this...
I pause, and I shake him a couple of times, and I look at the bolt that hit him in the face, and I'm like, what is wrong with you?
instead of the usual poof that you're used to hearing, when it smacks him upside the head, you hear a very faint quack.
Oh boy.
If he weren't currently crying out in agony from the rapier currently stuck within his back, he would have been rather angry at you. Elysian.
Everybody around probably just thought that he farted from the rapier being shoved into him.
Quack! Elysian, you currently have 3 enemies surrounding you. Cultist 2, Cultist 4, and the Cult Fanatic. You have currently been trading blows with Cultist number 2.
Using, let's see, how would I do this? Using, his left hand, he'd undo a pouch in his, on his person and let out a bunch of ball bearings onto the ground.
Okay.
All around him.
Are you
Okay.
seriously gonna
Smirking
home
as
alone this
they-
motherfucker?
As they roll.
Okay. I'll count that as a bonus action.
Yep.
What else? What else were you going to do?
And then he'd go to... taking out another weapon doesn't count as a bonus action, right?
It does. If you're switching weapons, that is a bonus action.
Okay.
Now
Okay,
you can substitute your movement for an additional bonus action.
Well, I'm not going to move, so I'll do that
Okay.
and switch to my quarterstaff and use
Okay.
it to slam Cultist 2.
You managed to hit him. You bop him on the head for 8 damage, and you hit him hard enough to concuss him to death.
Yay. Hopefully, if my plan works, Colt Fantic and Cultist 4 are stuck in ball bearings.
I knew
Alright.
you guys could handle it.
And is that the end of your turn?
Damn it. Keep forgetting. There we go.
Fail.
All right. The cultist fanatic, after having a rapier stuck in his back, he's going to turn around and attempt to attack you, Zale.
I want that back, by the way.
Oh, trust me, you'll get it back. And with that, he is going to attempt to cast another spell at you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find you. Here you go. Doo-doo. Oh, you got lucky. He reaches for you and attempts to use the spell upon you. However, you do manage to get out of the way.
Yeah, well, you've got to try harder than that.
You shall be the next one dead, Zale.
Oh, cute. They
You
know
know
your name.
me. Have we met somewhere?
It is Cultist 4's turn. Cultist 4 is going to turn about and going to attempt to attack... actually, no, Shinzi's not in melee range. It's going to actually stay where he is and try to hurt Elysian a little bit more. Eh. And a 15 does hit. Another 7 damage done to Elysian through Scimitar. At the top of the next round, Tato, you have made it to Zora Culkin's bedchamber door.
Alright,
The door is currently unlocked.
I open the door.
As you enter, you see... actually, what do you see? Let me find...
Actually, retcon that I slowly open the door. Like,
Sure.
and I'm looking in just a little bit, looking for a door trap.
Alright. There is no trap on the door.
Alright, I open the door.
This large room has a beautiful canopy bed of dark wood with fine dressings. A table rests on each side set with an oil lamp. A book lay open face down on one of the tables. Zora Culkin is currently asleep in her bed when you arrive. If you attempt to wake her, you are not
Ow!
able to.
Alright, well, I'm going to attempt to wake her anyway.
Alright, go ahead
As you can
and...
tell. I won't be able to,
no,
but, you know.
you shake her, she kind of lays there limp. You do notice that she is not dead.
Alright. She's alive, she's unconscious. I'm going to give her the same treatment I gave to Ravioli. I'm going to wrap her up in her sheets and carry her.
Okay, go ahead, give me an acrobatics check.
You mean athletics?
Yes, athletics, sorry.
I am rolling high tonight.
You're doing really well. You wrap Zora Culkin in her blankets, place her over your shoulders, and begin heading out of the room.
All right. So that's 2 packages we have now. Great.
Yes. I'm not sure what you're doing, Nim. It's not officially your turn yet.
Oh, come on. I was just getting it going while you were dealing with that.
This is part of the combat, Nim.
It says it's my turn.
Nim?
It
The
does!
words were, God spaketh, and then it happened. Not it happened, and then God spaketh.
Are you attempting to wrest control from the DM?
Oh.
I did not say that. I was just trying to be helpful.
I'm sorry.
What the hell are you doing, Tato?
I'm like one of those grade school kids who's like, you know, somebody's in trouble.
I was being helpful.
Trouble.
But yes, congratulations, you just chomped the cult fanatic.
Card says
Are
I
you-
get triple damage.
You chomped the cult fanatic.
Okay.
The punishment for going before I told you to is that you do not get triple damage.
Aww.
Learn the lesson, Nim.
Okay, somewhat important question I forgot to clear up earlier.
Yes.
As a lynx, I have a claw attack. Does that count as a finesse weapon?
Considering that you were born with this weapon, yes.
Okay, so for now I will use the dagger because aside from being slashing, other than piercing, the roll is the same.
Okay.
But Zale, again, Rook will aid the attack on Cult Fanatic. And draw 1 dagger, slash with claws on the offhand.
Okay.
So first dagger attack on the Fanatic. Oops, let's get advantage for the roll.
There's a critical.
There we go.
Go ahead,
Damage
roll for the claws as
incoming.
well.
Oh, alright. Well, if I roll the damage now, I get the crit bonus, so.
Oh, that's true.
I'll need to roll the sneak attack damage separate because that is bonused by the crit, and then I'll give you the.
It's already dead.
He's at this point he's just ripping into the cult fanatic.
Yeah, he needed it.
Is Cultist 4 within melee range?
Cultist 4 is within melee range, yes.
Okay, so we'll put the claw attack on him then. No bonuses for sneak attack or hex.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can actually split up attacks between movement.
Cool.
That might hit.
That is a hit.
That's actually going to be only 1 damage. Sorry, I did not get dex on the second attack.
Okay.
Wait, you don't? That means I don't either, don't I?
Yeah, you don't get attribute bonus damage on offhand or second attacks.
I thought that was different because I'm specifically a 2-hand weapon fighter.
Unless
Yeah.
it says something in your class description, I don't think so.
I'm gonna have
I
to
don't.
look into that.
All right. You do manage to slash Cultist 4, not very badly, but the cult fanatic, as you cut him rather deeply, he slumps to the floor, propped up by the rapier still embedded in his back. As he's laying there, the hood falls back, revealing Dawson himself.
Oh, I liked him. Kind of. Oops. I need to
Alright.
click the button.
Shinzi, it is your turn. Unmute the mic.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry, I
2-weapon
was trying to
fighting. When
unhear
I
you.
engaged in 2-weapon fighting, I can add my ability modifier to the damage of the offhand attack.
Okay, there's your answer. I don't get that. But you do.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I guess I don't hit anything this time.
Actually, the final cultist on the list there is still up and active. He's only taken 1 point of damage.
Okay, but I rolled a 10 at him.
That actually is a hit.
What?
That means he has like 0 AC.
But like,
Hold on. Hold on. Let me double check that. Yeah, that works.
And that is what a necrobolt is supposed to do.
Work, darn it! Shabba-poof! Like point blank range, a black miasma appears around your hands, and you just about grip this poor bastard's head in your paws as this goes off right in his face. He actually gets lifted up off the ground and thrown about 15 feet from the force of the blast. He is very dead. He is just incredibly dead. Zale, with a little bit of tugging, you manage to retrieve your rapier from the body of Dawson. However, as you do so, you notice that some of his oogly bits are stuck to the end of the rapier where the brownish yellow liquid was, as well as bits of his clothing.
I'm not quite sure what that did, but we'll note that down for later. For the moment, let's take a quick peek inside his pockets, if I may.
Let me take a look here.
Gonna stick your finger down his pocket. Go.
It doesn't actually show anything in their pockets.
Wow, well, alright, then I won't bother rolling.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and add that one down here. Boom. What time is it? We got time for one more. From your area in the library, you begin hearing rather loud commotion coming from the parlor. At this point,
the food!
At this point, Tato, you have met up with Kiero on the balustrade. You carrying Zora Culkin. Kiero, are you currently carrying Ravia? Unmute your mic.
Did I just hear that right?
What is it, Kiara? You have to speak up.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not sorry at all.
Ding! Hero! Ding, ding! Are you carrying Ravia? Okay. Tato, Kiero, you also hear the commotion coming from the parlor. Are you going to join the rest of the party?
Yeah.
Kiero? Are you going to be joining the rest of the party at the parlor? At the parlor party? Yeah, okay. It is going to take you a round to get there. However, the party that is already in the library is going to be heading that way.
Is the library still on fire?
Yes, the library is on fire.
Shit.
So I'm going to go ahead and cycle through a full round to get all of you to the parlor at the same time.
Bleeding heavily, yay!
Alright. I am going to allow you to use 1 to 2 healing surges as you travel to regain hit points if you so desire.
I would very
Hey.
much like to. I am, however, trapped under a toddler right now.
How do you...
How many would you
go-
like to use, Shenzi? I guess we
One
can just
should-
start with one and see where you're at.
Yeah.
That puts you at 10 wounds.
Yeah, half health. I need another one, please.
4 wounds.
Okay, we're good.
Alright.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Elysian,
what
you
was
gonna
this?
use yours?
Yeah, I just forgot.
Main
Where
tab.
it was. Main tab.
In order to use your healing, you will go to the main tab. At the
Yes.
bottom of the main tab, you will see an HD option. Next
Roll
to
that.
that, you will see some dice. Roll one of them in the chat, and it will
Like that?
automatically heal you. Unfortunately, Tato, that means that you are dying. There you go, Elysian. You have
Nice.
discovered how
Yay.
to use your healing surges. You have graduated from this class. Would you
I
like to...
flunked.
In,
All right. So, as the group enters the parlor, Kiero and Tato, you are still carrying your respective wards. You see a rather heavily armored man directing another person, setting fire to the parlor. Let me get the information on that.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Not at all. This room is furnished with a number of comfortable-looking couches and chairs, all of which are covered in sheets to keep the dust away. It is obvious that Zora Culkin hasn't had company in a good while.
And now all
I
those
mean, she
sheets
was a
will
bit of
be
a
on
stuck-up
fire.
bint, so yeah.
I just got
Within...
quiet.
No, we're all still here. Can you hear us?
Oh, okay, now I can.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I can hear you now. We're good.
Okay. Inside the room is a heavily armored soldier, directing another person, and they're making short work of destroying pretty much everything in this room, setting fire to what they can.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Killian, honey.
Where did it run off to? There it is.
You awake?
Oh, come on!
There's the one.
Wrong
It's not
person.
even
There's the one!
About time.
Such low initiative rolls for some reason.
Are we all rolling new initiatives, or...
Yes, new initiative.
Oops, let me get my claw attack added in. And I'm thinking about it.
And Shinzi, at your earliest convenience, need an initiative roll.
I got it for you, Shenzi.
Alright. And now to show where the critters are. Whoop!
What did I roll?
You rolled a whopping
4.
4.
4.
Yeah, 4. Just a 4. Alright, so at the top of the order, Tato! You are currently carrying Zora Culkin. You are within movement range to get into melee attacks with either the veteran or the thug. However, you would need to put Zora Culkin down to do so.
I won't engage them. I am going to put Zora Culkin down right where I put... Oh, wait. Is Kiero still carrying?
Yes,
Okay.
Kiero
So-
is still carrying.
Oh, yeah, Kiero, you're carrying. How
I
much?
thought it was Shenzi that had the magic problem here. Have you got a permit for that, love?
I am going to put Zora Culkin down, but
Okay.
I'm not sure where.
There is a chair next to you that has been wrapped in a dust cover. It has not been damaged yet, and the fire has not spread to that area.
I'm going to put Zora Koken underneath the chair, if that's possible.
Okay.
Gives her nice cover.
Okay, you kind of lay her on the floor and push her feet to slide her up under the chair.
Yeah, if she wakes up, I hope she doesn't sit up and she'll hit her head. Anyway.
I'm going to go ahead and say, unfortunately, that's going to take up both your move action and your bonus.
That's fine.
So if you have anything arranged, you can use it.
Oh, I can use my ranged. Okay, cool. I'll take out my longbow and I'll shoot at the veteran.
Okay.
Yep.
Why did you just roll damage?
Because I hit the wrong one. One moment.
You do manage to hit. I'm going to go ahead and keep your first damage for you. Mainly because you're going to need the assistance.
What do you do? Shoot him in the eyeball?
You did hit him, dealing 18 damage. Is this basically 1d8 plus 3?
Wait, did you... How much damage did you say I just did?
It says 18 for some reason. Oh, you rolled critical damage, didn't you?
No, I rolled twice. Unless 19... No, I rolled a 13.
You rolled a 13.
What?
That's
Not a
that
critical.
was a hit. That was a hit.
Yeah. Then I rolled a 9.
Yeah, but it says for some reason it's a critical.
Yeah, for some reason it's trying to give him critical, so I guess take 7 away from the damage that he did.
Yeah, so that's
That would be
11.
the most logical.
Yeah. So you dealt 11 damage.
Okay.
The arrow finds its mark through the splint mail that the veteran is wearing. With a slight grunt of anger, he pulls the arrow from the wound and throws it to the floor.
Ugh.
Is that,
You're not
that your
actually
turn,
supposed to
Tato?
do that. It hurts
Yeah.
more.
That's it.
Alright, with that...
An extra point of damage by pulling it out.
Actually, no. The shot just kind of made him angry. He is going to charge at Tato,
Oh, not good.
and he does have the multi-attack ability, so he is going to swing at you twice with his longsword.
Not good.
The first one was a 13 and a miss.
That's good.
The second one was only an 11 and a miss.
That's even better.
Apparently you shot him in the shoulder that had the hand where he was holding his sword. Zale, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Presumably the veteran is right up there next to me.
It's actually within melee range of Tato. I'm going to say that...
I'm within easy movement range of that
Yes.
particular individual.
Yes.
So, bonus action for this round, transfer the hex to him. I'm going to go with strength on the penalized ability.
Okay.
And advantage from Rook as per usual.
Okay.
With a dagger attack, since I assume my rapier is somewhat out of commission at present. Probably not going to hit that one.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Right, advancing my turn then.
Alright, the thug, seeing the veteran going after Tato, he is going to join up with his commanding officer. He's going to advance, and he is also going to gang up on Tato. Actually, no, he's going to go after Zale. Considering
I
Zale
haven't
just
done
tried
anything yet.
You just tried to stab his commanding officer. The thug also has multi-attack.
Oh, that's lovely, that is.
It's a good thing we're fighting things with a bit more bite to them.
He also has an ability called Pack Tactics.
That's not good.
Yeah, he gains advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the thug's allies is within 5 feet of the creature, and the ally isn't incapacitated. So, the thug is going to multi-attack on Zale with Pack Tactics. First attack.
Resolve this first one first. I might have a thing to do.
The first one is a 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And the second one...
Well, in between those, I need a reflex save from the thug because... Hellfire Rebuke.
It succeeds with an 18.
Well, then that is half damage from the following attack.
Okay.
And I will just roll it in the chat so you can adjust it as necessary.
Alright. 8 damage to the thug.
Correct.
And it shows that a 16 hits you on its second attack.
Just barely, but yeah.
Alright, so you are going to take 2 damage rolls. First one for 6 damage. Second roll for 8 damage. So he beats you with his mace for a total of 14 damage.
I think I still came out on top of that one.
You hit him for 8, he hit you for 14.
Oh no, that's right, the half damage thing. Never mind.
Yeah. Alright, Nim, it is your turn.
Okay. So there's somebody within 5 feet of both of them?
Yes.
I'll go for the veteran.
Alright.
I think he'll be... Oh, first off, though, let's see. Which one was it? Divine Favor, I think? Yes.
Excuse me.
Bonus action to cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
If I... No! What? No! One moment.
Someone needs to change the battery in their smoke detector.
Not me. I kind of took my smoke detector out.
Hey, how do you use a healing surge again?
What?
That has to meet you.
That was really
Okay.
close, but it's on the main tab at the bottom next to HD. It's up to the DM if you can use it though, because normally you can't.
Yeah, I don't plan to use it right now, but it says it's on the HD. The only thing I see is this death save. What should I be seeing?
One moment.
I'll just crop the screen cap and show you.
Yeah, I see your character sheet.
Oh.
You did not add your class to your character sheet from the book.
Oh, right. Yes, I remember now. We had this discussion before. We have to actually go back and redo my character sheet.
No, I should be able to fix it. What's your hit die as a ranger?
Oh, God. I think it's 8, but I am not sure now. No, it's 10.
D10, alright. There you go.
You.
Alright, so you've used Divine Favor, Nim. Now what are you going to do?
I am biting him.
Fighting who?
Veteran.
Okay.
I did say that.
An 18 barely hits.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Boom.
Alright, 14 damage.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Elysian, your turn.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Which one's closer to me?
The thug.
Okay, I'll go after the thug then.
Okay.
Using my rapier once again. Since this is a close one and I can't really use my fuck.
Swing and a miss!
God.
Anger! I am displeased!
I'm very displeased. The only thing that will make me feel better is getting a 20. or a bunch of gold to buy. Never mind, I'm not going to finish that one.
Elysian, are you done with your turn?
Yeah, done with my turn.
Alright, Shinzi, you are currently in the parlor with the rest of the party. You saw both the veteran and the thug charge the rest of the group. The only one that is in visual range is the thug, unless you have something else that allows you to drop something further away.
Okay. So I can hit the thug.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him with all 3 magic missiles.
Wham!
And I don't know why I did a +1. It's +1 per bolt, so it's technically a +3.
Okay. I think that's because when you clicked the D4, you right-clicked twice to give you 3 of them.
Yeah.
So it only dropped your +1 once.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you dealt an additional 2 to the thug, correct?
Yes.
There you go. The thug is now bleeding heavily after the...
So quiet. Hello?
First time each turn
Wow.
I hit the target with a weapon attack, they take an extra 1d6 damage.
Okay. It has no resistances or weaknesses.
What did I
Didn't think
miss?
so. I'm using Slayer's Eye on the veteran.
Okay.
And what else do you get to learn?
Alright. Vulnerabilities, immunities, resistances, and any special effects that are triggered when they take damage.
It has none of those.
I think it would. I just want the weapon damage.
Alright, go ahead, take your swing.
Alright, Tato's going to use his long sword with both hands
Okay?
and cleave down on him.
Okay. Remember to roll on the creature.
Yep. Wow.
That actually was a really good swing. Well done. Alright, that does hit. Go ahead, roll your damage, plus the bonus damage. Bloop.
Why is that rolling an 8 and a 3? I'm confused.
It's still giving you the critical.
Why? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll it directly from my thingy then.
Yes, please do.
Yeah,
Okay, I took care of it.
yeah, something's
alright.
being weird about that.
You slash at the veteran. His split mail begins to give way, and you
Alright,
can see blood seeping through the bits of armor.
I haven't rolled the 1d6 yet.
Go ahead.
I can't roll this on
It's gonna be a
him.
3. It's gonna be a 3. Ow.
It's
It's gonna be a 1. My
It's
first one!
It's not on a D20, so it doesn't count.
Yeah,
Alright, I've added it.
thank you.
Is that going to be your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn. I'm hitting the button. Whoops, that just closed it. One moment. There we go.
Alright. As you connect with your longsword, he stumbles back a step, stomps forward once again, and takes his own longsword in a two-handed stance. And he is going to attack you twice, Tato.
Bring it on.
First swing is a 15.
Yes. Or better yet, it actually technically connects. It just bounces off my armor, though.
Second swing's only an 8.
Oh, I
You're-
dodged that completely.
You are getting lucky.
I'm on fire tonight.
Yeah, Tato's actually doing really well this game. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Screw you, Nim.
Okay, well,
What did
to
I
begin with,
do?
do you remember the damages, or the 2 damage totals for the Thug's attacks on Zale last round?
Uh,
I need to make Constitution saves to keep my hex going.
let me see if I can find it. Thug.
And while you do that, I will make the... Nope, don't bother.
Okay.
So Zale loses the hex, but Thug's still up. So Rook will, of course, engage the Thug for some advantage. And this time we've got the bonus action for a second attack. So first with the dagger.
Okay.
Is probably a miss, I would
That's
guess.
actually a hit.
It's a hit.
Yes.
Well, alrighty then. Not dagger damage on the Thug.
Well
With
struck.
an extra d6 for the sneak. That I forgot to roll on top of him. I can't because I don't have that rolled up.
And that would be dead.
Alright then.
You managed to murder the Thug.
With my second dagger, because I can draw that now.
Yep.
A regular attack type on the veteran.
This would be a thrown attack.
Correct.
And that is a miss.
No, that's fine. I'm done for now. So advancing the next combat.
Okay. Thug is
Uh,
dead. Nim, it is your turn. Yeah, go ahead, get nice and close to that veteran.
I already am. Unless
And
he
you
moved.
bet you
Get
better
back tactics.
you better hope and pray that veteran doesn't get another turn.
I won't let him.
16's a miss.
Oh.
Time's a ticking, Nim. We only
I
got 10
will
minutes.
move as far away as I can from him and use compelled duel.
As you move away from him,
I know.
that is going to give him an attack of opportunity. Lucky you, he doesn't get to use his multi-attack on you.
When did my shield go down?
Is boom. That is a 15.
That would
Wow.
be a miss.
I made the exact same roll twice. Interesting.
I will move my full 40 movement speed if I can away from him and use compelled duel on him.
Okay.
It compels him into a duel. He must make a wisdom saving throw, which I can put him to do.
Oh wow, that was awful close.
So he
No,
failed?
he's coming after you.
Cool. If he tries to attack anybody else, he has disadvantage on the attack rolls.
Oh no, he's coming after you.
That's fine. I assume he only has a 30 movement speed, so I'm just outside his reach. Guys, please kill him.
Right? Elysian, your turn.
Well, this time I'm certainly going to try and kill him. Can't tell how effective I'll be as I move into him.
Alright, as you move, if you choose optimum movement, you can be within flank.
Yeah, I'll go within flank.
Okay, so you are going to get advantage on the attack roll.
Oops, didn't put advantage, but...
Don't need it, and a 23 will hit.
Good. So since that, I get... So then I get to do... Oh wait, no, I did that, so I do this plus this. There we go.
Alright. The veteran is bleeding very heavily.
From the quick strikes from the rapier now.
Yes.
Yay.
With a flourish and a thrust, you find points in the split mail that your sword can break through, and you stab him repeatedly. Alright, if that is the end of your turn, hit next.
Is
Shinzi, it is your turn.
Okay, how
You
far
do-
do I have to move to get him in my sight?
You have direct line of sight on him now. The
Okay.
thug is dead. So you have direct line of sight on him.
Okay. One.
Wham! Keep at it. Wham! Keep at it.
And three.
Wham! Alright, so, with a rather angry cackle, you shake your paws above your head. The split mail starts to, well, splinter as the concussive force hits him in the same spot on his chest 3 solid times, eventually caving in his sternum. With a rather agonized gurgle, he reaches out towards Tato, attempting to grab his throat, but drops his sword and falls to the ground dead.
I take his longsword.
You are able to grab his longsword.
I have 2 longswords now.
Zale will recover his dagger and slit the thug's throat.
Good
The
idea.
thug is dead.
The thug
he's
is
dead.
now... The
And also
thug
slit
is
on him
now
before he
deader.
leaves. I go through his pockets real fast.
Let me see if it shows them having anything in pockets.
What's that in have in its pockets?
What is it got in his pockets, precious?
Killian, get down.
Well, my compelled duel was a little bit of a waste, but hey, I tried.
I'm actually not showing anything in the pockets.
That's fine, they're just cheap little bastards then.
The thug was carrying a mace and a heavy crossbow.
No, I can
the-
get theirs anyway.
The veteran had a longsword, a short sword, and a heavy crossbow.
I took the longsword.
Well, I might grab the short sword as I'm going through, but
Okay.
I don't recommend that we stay here much longer with the place burning down and all.
He was also wearing splint armor, however, that has been destroyed through combat.
But yeah, a bit.
Right, let me put that down here to remind me.
Yeah, we're gonna try to help put out the fire.
No, it's been going on far too long, I would say. The library is burning, and this whole building's about to go down, I would think.
Well, actually, the module gives me a number of rounds until the house officially burns down. You are still well within tolerance.
Not
I
to
mean, you can
mention,
try, but...
not to mention, I mean, we can get help with it. Nim can't really do a whole lot to help with putting out a fire, so
He
he's
can
gonna
pee on
go
the fire.
find help.
You can pee on the fire.
He would be more helpful running and finding more help. At least I'm pretty sure he would.
Alright, as you finish up the fight, Nim is going to dart from the parlor towards the front door. It is going to take you 2 rounds to get out of the house, a round to find somebody, and 2 rounds to get back.
There's no servants' quarters?
No, not in the immediate vicinity. It's actually in a house outside the mansion.
Ah. I'll
Go
keep
wake 'em
yelling along the way.
Why don't you bark or howl? Isn't that louder?
All right.
It's about the same.
About the time Nim leaves the parlor, there is a terrible commotion from the kitchen. What made that commotion? What new dangers await our heroes? Will they save the manor before it burns to the ground?
And
No.
where are we even going to take these two? This was the safe house. Now we don't have a safe house.
We will find that out all next time on Fists of Furry.
don't have to take him back to Valden camp. I don't like that place.
Next time,
Wait,
Dragon Ball
thought
Z.
mirrors for them. I can't believe you don't like it there. Just nice, quiet place with nothing going on.
All
Yeah,
right, so I am going to make
Unripe
notes.
berries. They gave me unripened blueberry pie.
That was
me in the
25
toilet.
gold, yes.
Yes, 25 gold.
Right.
Oh yeah, I need to do that too.
Need to take away 1 feed for Jester, since he's had a night in the stable.
I've been marathoning Steven Universe. So want to watch with me?
Sorry.
Damn right you
First
are.
off, let me go ahead and finish up the stream here. Thank you everybody for joining us this evening with the stream. Please make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch and hit the subscribe one on YouTube. If you do have some the ability to help out with the channel, right now the subscriptions are actually half off, which means that I wind up getting your full support if you subscribe to the channel. I believe that goes until October 2nd. So if you can help out that way, please consider doing so. Otherwise, we will be here next week. I will be streaming tomorrow with the new Guild Wars 2 expansion, Path of Fire. And I hope to see you all here for that. Thanks for joining. You guys can say bye.
Bye! Or fart, I guess.
I gave you all a
farting is good, too.
raspberry.
Sorry,
Sounded
everybody.
like farting.
If that's what you want to